Welcome everyone to TCH Live. We are here at TCH Social in North Austin, Texas. A special event of sorts for you tonight. We are going to have a lot of side games. Got a VPIP or VPIP challenge amongst this group of players. We might call it Modelo, Poppy, and Friends. Modelo in seat 1 there. See Uncle T in seat 3 joining the table. We'll have cards in the air here momentarily. I'm Kyle Frisbee. I'll be with you guys the rest of the night until 10 o'clock Central. So settle in, hop in the chat. Love to interact with you. And here we go. Hand number 1 underway. It'll be 1-2-5 tonight. You can see most players buying in for 500s. This will be a little bit smaller than our normal Wednesday game, but given the side games they have going, I would imagine we're going to see a steady flow of action tonight.
5 cents, 10 cents? Yeah, 10 cents, 20 cents. Galaxy, we need to exchange fuel. What is it? 35.
And on to hand 1. Tillman. He's got a queen 10 suited. Modelo also with a 10, his of the better variety. Having an ace to go with it. Nathan's saying VPIP game, there's no threat of Manny getting kicked out. I would definitely agree with that. He would be a shocker if he were to be one of the losers of the VPIP game. Got everybody with a little something here. We got a 4-bet here from Ace Jack from All Pure. Manny's out of there. Gets away from Queen Jack off. Was dominated in this case. Chat, let me know if you're able to hear the table talk. Would appreciate your feedback in the chat. I am unable to hear it at the moment, so we may have to make a technical adjustment here. So All Pure is going to get a fold from Tillman on a 6-high board, and he'll take down the first pot. Got some familiar faces, Manny, Tillman here in the game. Of course, Modelo getting this game put together, and got some familiar faces to me, but not that I've seen on stream, at least very often. So be interesting to see what Yoshi, All Pure, Michael put together on the stream tonight. Nathan can't hear the table very well, so thanks for that feedback. Let me see if I can figure out a way to adjust that up.
60 is crazy. Only the fish calls though, right?
I've never pulled that before, so I don't know what to do.
All right, table should sound a bit louder at this point. Let me know. Tweaked it slightly. Oh, and wow, and glossed over Yoshi with aces. Going to win a small one here. Played quite a bit with Yoshi. He's a strong local player.
like a little farewell tap, maybe?
Maybe
Little farewell VPIP.
everyone starts humming it.
Seat 8 raised 20. Call seat 9. Call seat 1.
So on to hand 3 here. Tillman now with the premium. He's got ace queen offsuit. Kind of the bottom end of premiums. Everybody going for the VPIPs. We get a raise and a lot of calls as we did in the last few hands. And Waterboy's got a real hand here.
All in, seat
And
6.
that appears to be a rip. So he is all in for his just under $500 stack.
Call seat 7.
This is a pretty good spot for him.
20, 40, 60, 80, 100.
Doesn't look like anybody has anything that they would or should call with.
48. Call seat 9.
Tillman, he's in there, understandably. Pretty short stack, ace queen. Given the VPIP game is a little bit stronger versus a raise.
This almost feels like we're picking up right where we left off last night.
Deja vu.
It's like this last night, but
Way worse.
Action is complete, guys.
we're all gangsters.
8-10 of clubs.
You ready?
Queen 9 of spades.
Oh, the first one of the night.
Gosh, I would have won it.
Me too. Out of 7. I hit my 7.
8-10 of clubs. That's like 8-10 suited is my favorite hand.
8-10 of clubs is my favorite.
I almost called. What's yours?
8-10 of clubs.
8-10 of hearts is technically my favorite.
So clean run out here for Waterboy. He'll take that one down. 725 now in his stack. Excuse me, 910, $725 pot.
I haven't allowed to. I didn't want to hear Kyle like going I would see him. That could be a
So you'll see stack sizes and win losses at the bottom of your screen. So with that pot, Waterboy in the early pole position. Tillman down a buy-in, but I have a feeling by the end of tonight, that'll be far in the rearview mirror. Especially with the VPIP game on. So my understanding is every 30 minutes, the player with the lowest VPIP will have a penalty, which I believe remains to be determined. I'll check in with them in a bit, figure out exactly what the penalty is, but all the players highly incentivized to play essentially every hand. So and now I am able to hear the table, which is great news. Manny's going to wake up with queens. Michael here, king queen offsuit, suited king queen for Yoshi. So everybody with something. Manny with a premium, and he's got a loose reputation. It looks like he's going to get some action here from Michael, who rips it and get a snap call from Manny. So Michael in a bit of bad shape here, a little over 30% equity. Looks like they're going to run it twice, possibly. Yep, we are running 2 full boards. Looking for a king for Michael, and there it is. That will save him half the pot if he can fade the remaining queen in the deck. And does, so prop it up.
Queens on top, king queen on bottom. Take the chips in front of you back, gentlemen.
There is justice in the world.
5 into the box.
Some might call it a bad beat chop there with queens and a dominated hand, or versus a dominated hand like king queen, but anytime somebody has that overcard, they're going to have 30-35% equity And that's 1 out of 3 times they're going to win or win half in that case.
What name did you want to use for the last stream?
Thanks to everybody who's hopped in the chat. Nathan, Poker Monkey, welcome, welcome.
It's so much better than these cheese balls.
And you're starting with 300? Starting with 3.
See, why can't you be Manny?
I'm fresh. Okay, man. Tough to be that answer.
No, we're. Yeah. Oh, Tom, do you have your player card? I know. They.
You guys just sit there thinking, oh, we rolling.
You don't say anything. Don't talk about it.
Poker Monkey supporting running at
Do I
once.
get the first little yellow thing?
I'm actually starting to lean more that way. I used to always be happy to run it twice, and I still am, but I'm pretty fine with the once also. Sometimes just say nothing and let her rip.
Somebody's braving up to win 3 in a row here.
It's like Graceful has joined us in the 2 seat.
If you win 3 in a row, you're breaking the table, I guess.
Played a bit with her.
On me?
To my knowledge, first time on the stream, so happy to see her on the cameras.
Big boy squeeze.
Oh, man.
Oh, there it is.
A lot of mediocre holdings here until we get to Tillman's just going to rip it with queen 10 suited, try to pick up all that dead money, and Nadella's going to wake up with 9s here and make a pretty easy call, but it will be a flip if it gets heads up here.
Let me just make sure I can.
Fold 6.
Is that what it's called?
Fold 7. Fold
Aces, what do you got? Just us? Oh, no. You got aces?
No, he doesn't.
Ready to run, guys?
Tillman looking to to avoid being down 2 buy-ins early, and that won't be the case
All the
unless Miracle River, just as I say, or begin to say, he needed to avoid 2 9s left in the deck. And Medella's going to get one, so Tillman, a little bit of an unlucky
That's the case 9, by the way.
River there.
It has to be for it to hit. It won't hit if there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Really was case time?
300.
So my understanding now of the VPIP game, and hi Sassy, is every 30 minutes player with the lowest VPIP will have to leave the game, in fact. So that is a very interesting twist to VPIP game, or stand up is essentially a VPIP game,
Gotta be brave.
or the knit game I should say.
Try to get to 2 at least. It's pretty embarrassing to just stop at 1.
Stop at 1, yeah.
Like a loser?
So 6 hands in, I think we've had 3 all in, so imagine we'll have some stacks closing in on 2K probably before long.
20.
All pure is going to raise up king 10 suited. Get a call from Michael on the button, ace 9. Modelo sees suited cards and he's going to call, keep that VPIP high.
Right.
Alright, let's get the quads. Maybe before the river.
Ace high flop, Michael jumps out in front, gutter for all pure. Modelo with just some backdoor prayers. All pure wants check to him. He's going to bet his gutter ball and backdoor flush. Michael makes the easy call with top pair.
Where's my belt?
So all pure is going to pick up a pair on the turn, giving him a few more outs on this river. Checks around and he will get there. So all pure with the nuts.
5, 25.
He'll bet about 2/3 pot. A little more, in fact. Michael gets out of there.
Thank you.
Nathan, no hat for Manny that I see, so
I'll have the 5 on for everybody. It's like an extra black.
oh, excuse me, the hoodie, not the hat. Just automatically assumed a hat. Can't quite see on the hoodie. Possibly a Horns hoodie.
Okay, she plays.
Oh, yeah, it's the later one.
Okay, see, that's an good game too.
Man,
Yeah.
I just wish Houston and Gold State could play like a 20-game series. That was great.
Yeah.
Uncle T is going to raise up a suited connector. Makes it 20. Seems to be the standard raise in this game. And he's going to presumably get a 3-bet from all pure, and does. He's got ace king. So Uncle T will make the call to a flop. Manny in there also with the suited connector. Deuce, Trey. Does give Uncle T a gutter.
140.
Ace high still good for all pure, and he'll bet it. It's going to go pretty big. Manny out of there. And Uncle T's going to rip it with his draw. Gets a quick call from all pure, and Uncle T's going to need a little help here.
Oh my god, I folded twice.
He will miss on the first board and
And no one has a 3.
unable to improve on either board. So all pure going to win with just ace high, almost 1K pot. Do like the semi bluff from Uncle T. Had a chance to win, you know, with a fold, or he could get there.
It was a stupid all-in.
As Uncle T joins us, he is now hopped in the boost. So.
I mean, that's exactly what I was targeting. Ace king, and I thought, well, I made it 20 pre-flop. I could be playing ace 3. I could, you know, suited connectors.
Any middle pair?
Any middle pair.
Yeah.
But I didn't have enough chips behind. I'm an idiot. Well, that was fun. So I'd rather be in here anyway. It's less expensive. The table is crazy.
Yeah, I mean
the NIT game is not. I mean, not the NIT game. The VPIP game is not even a factor.
not
but
on yet. Are we going to have another player hopping into seat 3?
yeah, we got a couple of more. We don't right now.
Stays
Last time I checked, but we have a couple that are on their way, being held up by the rain a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, weather not the best in Austin, or the Austin
I
area
love the
today.
rain. Just makes people during drive time.
Oh, I didn't even forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, let's not talk about that hand This is running so. Sorry,
That's bad.
all pure is running so all pure right now.
It is. He's got a $1,400 stack on a 500 game, so
Yeah, no, I helped with that, didn't I?
helped a little. Like the move. I agree with you. If you had a little more behind,
I
probably could
should
have
have
got a fold.
jammed as
But
soon as the flop happened, and I knew it too. I thought if I jam here,
Oh,
if,
you
if
just
he's got
open
ace
rip
king,
into
ace
him?
queen suited, ace 10 suited, you know, in that range, then he's going to fold. And I didn't do it. My gut told me to do it, and I didn't do it.
yeah, the fact that he had already bet gave him reasonable odds, even if he still had to catch an ace or a king, I suppose. But
3 players.
so Manny's going to raise up ace 10 here. He's got everyone dominated. King high flop. Pair of 10s for Manny, as well as Michael.
Backdoor hearts for Michael as well.
No, I would never fold back. Those are in the green.
These players are not afraid to get a good chunk of their stack in.
Yeah, I think at least half the hands so far have resulted in someone being all in. 8 of diamonds on the turn. Essentially a blank.
Manny pushes all in for 257. Does make the call. Michael's going to get the bad news. Let's see, it's the queen.
Looking for a queen. Players possibly discussing once or twice, not sure. Yeah, looks like we will run 2 boards. Manny make 2 pair that he didn't need and holds on the bottom board as well, so Manny will scoop that one.
Ace 10 for 2 pair on the first board. 10.
Big pot for Manny,
Yeah, nice start for him.
who is never going to have a VPIP problem in this game.
Yeah, we had someone comment earlier, I believe it was Nathan in chat, said Manny is at no risk of losing a VPIP game. And
No.
I could not agree more.
Or a mid game. Did you tell him about the Fireman game?
I did not.
So the Fireman game, you'll see the yellow buttons, which are typically what we use for the knit game. They're playing a Fireman game, which is if you win 3 hands in a row, the table, each player has to pay the winner $20. So Manny having just won that hand will have the yellow button. If he builds up 2 more of those, then he will get paid. You see the winners and losers so far. Thank goodness Uncle T is not even on there.
Manny probably also one of the more likely players to win 3 in a row as well, because
Agree.
it's going to be in some pots.
Raise C6, 15. Call 7. Raise C8, 50. Full time.
And Manny off to a pretty hot start.
Yeah.
Ace 10 off last hand, improves now to ace queen suited.
He does 3 bet to 50.
5. 6.
Like everybody's going to fold to it. No, Michael calls.
Modelo in there as well.
Yep.
Oh, Michael has ripped his remaining $41, I believe,
Yeah,
unless he added on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, looks like he did add on. We'll get that updated.
Check 7. Check 8.
Modelo pops the best with an open knitter by Mike. Michael's in good shape here.
100.
Probably induce a bet out of him.
Yeah, everybody with something here.
But Manny still. Did we just get a jam?
I think Michael ripped it, and it appears his stack was actually, well, that's 3
291.
black chips, so at least 300.
Yeah, it's 300. Looks like.
Looks like he may have reloaded to,
350.
yeah, or maybe a little over 4 because we had the $50 pre-flop bet.
All right, Michael.
Manny out of there. Call from Modelo and another all-in.
Poppy going nowhere.
Twice.
Pretty fair fight.
Still can, he can backdoor some things, but
Give us that.
10 is good. Open ender.
I set a 4.
it's a dead card. That's 2 pair.
9-ounce bricks once.
That's a dead card.
Showdown.
That's a
And
dead
that's
card.
twice.
7-10 for a straight on the first board.
Oh, excuse
Oh,
me.
the
He
6
did it
got
the
in
straight.
there,
I
yeah.
overlooked the 6.
Oh wow, the 2 pair didn't matter.
Let's have a set. You said
It would be a chop, guys.
It was around.
Everyone's saying
He didn't
different
know how
answers.
to play out. Sometimes things work out the way
I
they
feel like I was saying you just compare like, oh, that's me. What do you mean that's you?
That's fine.
And what kills me is did you see the 10-8 of clubs that I had in my hand? I
Nope.
would have won that all-in pop that I didn't call
Oh, I missed that.
until it was ace queen versus ace queen. believe.
That's right.
The board was completely dry, but I
It was
got the
3,
pen
what
and
was
the lead in the
391
hand.
plus whatever.
And I wanted to call it. You know how I like to do it. I even asked the table, and Manny was like, "You had 10-8 of hearts?" I said, "No, it was just 10-8 of
I
clubs."
think you should just go back for a chop.
10-8 of hearts.
Neutral for a chop.
And they completely win. Sometimes you zig when you should zag.
Your money.
Or I gave you each 7.
If you two, I guess you do the first board or whatever you guys want. If everybody wants
So we
to
did the first
nullify.
one for the other one.
Leading the way.
Oh, we did? Oh, yeah, well, then let's keep it that way. Okay.
So who won that first board?
Water boy.
By a miracle.
With
Manny.
Did you say water girl?
I said water boy.
How does he have a set? You hit 2 parries.
Water bell?
How does that work?
Oh, you know, good.
$300.
So you got a set, yeah. You got a set, yeah.
Fortunately, down to most
That was like still weak.
early all ins, but we're all
Yeah.
ready to go here.
Got rivered by a 9.
Cost it 1. Cost it 2. Cost it 4.
No way. What? I've been wrong before.
It's too good to be true, guys.
Yeah, it's never happening.
Raise C5.
One thing about All Pure, Chris and I have had some great battles, especially in tournaments. I love playing with him because besides just being a really good poker player, he's very, very analytical. And sometimes with an analytical player, you can take advantage of it a little bit because you can pretty much. But he's adjusted his game enough where you can't always do that. So, and I'm not just talking about the ace queen snap. He's going to bet the hands he's supposed to bet in positions he's supposed to bet them. So when everybody limps around the big line, he's got ace 10, he's going to bet it for sure. Narrow the field down. Whereas this looks very much like the board we had.
Yeah, a lot of low pair boards so far for him. But ace high again, good, although Yoshi with the same hand. Get caught up here. Not sure what the river. Here's the river. 7 on the river.
All Pure
All Pure's still
recognizes.
good with ace high.
Yeah.
And he'll keep betting it.
Yeah, he recognized this is very unlikely that. I mean, he's fading 3 cards. And he knows it. Unless he put him on it.
Raise. All in.
Oh wow,
He's
Michael's
pulling
got
the same
a lot
move
of
that I
Christmas
did.
Draw here.
Now, the difference is that I did it after the turn, so there's still a card to come.
Yeah, All Pure really in a nasty spot. I mean, very rarely are you going to get
Actually,
raised on the river.
Yeah, I actually did it on the flop. This is a little bit easier to do if you've targeted an ace king, the ace 10 range, like I was talking about for my hand. This is a little bit like called all along with a pair of eights, called along with an ace 7, an ace 3, which is unlikely. See if he can see. He does make a really good call.
That is an incredible call by All Pure.
It is. You know, it didn't work for me, and it didn't work for Michael. Chris is just All Pure is just too analytical about this. He didn't understand the smooth calls before that without raising. If that board hit, he could have been being trapped there into making that river bet, but he did
I
not
got
fall.
you.
So now he's up 1.4.
I think once again, probably not quite enough behind to attempt that bluff for Michael, but that is really a fantastic call by All Pure. You're just so rarely good there with just ace high after you're raised on the river. If you were in position and your opponent's going to bet a lot of busted draws, which would have been the case there, and you can snap them off or make a call with ace high, but when you get raised, that's a lot.
Here comes the jam.
How much did you add on 5?
No, just a smoothie. Tillman calls with a pair of 9s, which pre-flop, I think I might have had to jam such a small stack.
Incredible defense. Incredible defense.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Yeah, the table at Chris Alpure has made quite a reputation for himself. Oh man, he's got the aces.
Right.
Early here.
Right.
He's not going to get Alpure's not going to get bet into with
I had
plus
two.
probably for the rest of the night after him seeing him call me off and then calling off Michael. 3 ways to the flop. 2 clubs for Michael. Yeah, still likes that board too much. He feels like he's just fading the jacks.
That's raise all in, seven. All right, guys.
Everybody's all in? Yeah, well, at least we got some draws here. We need a 9 or we need club or running clubs. Look at him there.
Super wet board.
You thought that was an ace club for a second, didn't you? I did a double take too. Yeah, that would have been an real sneak 3 ran out.
Someone's got a jack, someone's got clubs. Maybe 2 people have clubs.
Pretty low.
Yeah. Ace king of diamonds, ace jack, 2 clubs.
The 3-1 hog.
I'm gonna go with looking for runner quad.
Yeah, probably got much. And you didn't see all the hands.
No one even has a jack, so
Well, that was a given.
Yeah, he's basically going to running club.
you know, a lot of have aces.
That doesn't help. Yep. First board is completely empty. Manny. Still not a club. Not a club. Kind of a He's going to scoop a very large pot for a pretty low cap game.
Yeah, Manny running hot early. I believe that was
Oh, how you not have aces?
That'd be 5 years, right?
Yeah, he was up 44, so Manny's going to be up today.
They did.
Full 1,000. Well, we certainly haven't had any lack of action. I don't know what the VPIP is going to have. I told him, I said, maybe we should have played the what is it, aggression frequency game, the AGF or AFQ or whatever they call it. Maybe aggression frequency or the all-in game would have been.
Yeah, we've I don't know how you could have more action and still really be playing poker. We've had it all in.
Yeah, I agree.
More than half the time. And actually, for the folks watching that are used to our Wednesday 5-5 untapped that played much bigger, we had a player buying in for 12K last week.
Said
So
one time this
this
guy
game is a little bit of a window into what it's like to play in 1-2, 2-5-ish level. It's
Yeah,
gonna be a little
1-3,
bigger than
1-2.
1-2 that you would sign up and play. The majority of people sign up and play, but
This is Texas 1-2.
yeah.
I mean, I think that was when Adam and the group were talking about doing this game and having a VPIP where it wouldn't be, like some of those tables you sit at that are, I always call them funeral director conventions. This is what you run into a lot of times. You come to TCH or you go to one of the other places in Texas. This is Texas poker. All in on any hand is possible.
Yeah, if you're sitting there licking your chops, having your regular game somewhere in Vegas or New Jersey, kind of the nitty game, it really is how it is in Texas. So go ahead and book your flight.
Just gotta play the next 10 hands.
I had a gentleman. I was wearing my Irish. It was post St. Patty's Day, and I was wearing my Irish
Oh, that's a
sweatshirt.
great idea.
And
Yeah, put on the wall 30 minutes.
we got to talking. He was from Ireland, and he said, "This place
That's
is
a great
awesome."
idea. That's a great idea.
I never knew this is what poker was like in Texas.
That way, in case you are in Disneyland or whatever.
Ender for Yoshi, and he is spiked it on the river.
He does spike
Security
it.
pays you.
6 is good. Yoshi makes his straight. Actually makes a 6-card straight. Waterboy's going to take a stab at it for 50. Fairly small pot.
Blocker bet. It's out of the way immediately.
Yeah, he found out what he wanted to know as soon as he gets raised for the men. Nothing scarier than a men raised.
I don't mind that blocker bet at all, actually, because you check over to Yoshi and he bets
I'm good. Do you have two questions?
full
Your
pot
player's
or
card, I'll get you clocked
3/4
into this
pot.
table, and then
Yeah.
You're just in a natural spot with your pair of fives. But if you bet 50 there,
I just need to scan you in on this.
Captain in the
you're likely
house.
to take it down.
Yeah.
Or
And then what do you want your
I agree with you.
Find
I
out
think that
information.
if I'd thrown 75 into that pot with Chris on the flop because I had early position, I think he would have just called, and then a jam on the turn would have been much more believable. I was walking away from the table thinking, man, you were on the 1 yard line. He missed with the hand that you thought he had, and you still, ran up the middle twice. So
yeah, I think stack size is pretty special.
yeah, it was.
I mean, you had the right read.
So it's a 1, 2, 5. They're doing the
That actually
if you win,
yelled
in a row,
at the right
you get $20 from every other player.
still walk away
So if you need that easy one,
good about how you played. It's when you're
this
completely
one.
lost.
Oh, okay. You already know. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
I played in the 5-5 game, cash game we had during the live stream last week. And it was a disastrous night for several reasons. One of the reasons is because
because I couldn't figure it.
3 of the hands, I was sure I knew how the player played that hand the way I expected. They didn't. They were leveraging me
1, 2, 5, 70
and then beat me on
is
the river.
unacceptable.
So it was like one of those things where I made the right reads. They weren't the right reads, but they were good reads. I thought I knew what they had. They actually had air, and then they put the river. I'll drive home all night long and go, well, that was bad. But,
He's playing VPIP defense. He has to catch up.
I panic, at least he'll make a good movie.
Don't want
because
anybody in the hand.
I didn't feel bad.
Well, and the other
I made one bad call, but otherwise.
two in those spots.
Maybe not the first hour.
Those,
It's gonna be hour now.
Yeah.
It's easier for production.
if you learn nothing from it, you keep making the same mistake over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, in one of the hands, I had top, ace queen, and he called me with 10-5 of diamonds. No diamonds. He flops a 10 as well. And rep the ace all the way down. I'm like, I'm never leaving this hand if I'm reading him right. He gets a 5 at the end. I made the right read all along until he got lucky. So I'm like, oh my gosh.
When your opponents keep on improving in
Goshi. Gosu?
Gosu.
That's Captain. That's Captain America, who just jammed. Welcome to the table, Captain.
He
I'm
is
never.
well ahead.
Gosu is his real name. So
All Spears made some light calls so far, so we'll see what he does. But Goshu's basically repped this ace. Didn't want to see another club on the river. Nobody with the club here. I think All Pure probably has to get away. If he had the jack of clubs, maybe he calls with his second pair, but he gets away from it.
well, Nathan, the second part of your question is the correct answer. I'm just going to answer you that way.
Oh, yeah. I told him about it.
I understand your question.
But very much.
Yeah, thank you for thinking of this.
I explained it to him.
I know.
Well, everybody,
That was
this
one of
is
the
Uncle
things.
T. I'm here with my
Through the
partner
thought
Whammo.
process.
We're playing a 1-2-5. Essentially, with mandatory 5 straddle, although it's not a straddle.
I think we need to up the 20 since it's nearly
These are
impossible
1-2
to
players
win
typically.
3
A
in a
couple
row.
of our regulars like Manny and Medillo
it'd be
and
like in the lottery.
Gomez.
You can do like
You're on the table as
or
$160.
up it to
The idea behind this game was to
Three all
create
in.
a game where the table is full.
so instead of 20,
The lowest
like,
score after
40
30 minutes has to leave the table and is replaced by another player.
You know what I mean?
Supposed to drive the action, but we have not had that issue tonight.
Certainly no.
40 from everybody.
Oh, if you keep going, you build it. Ooh, that's
Why you think you get 5 in a row?
Probably, what do you figure? 10 all in by now?
Let's start talking 5.
On hand 14, it seems like.
75, 80% all in.
Yeah.
What's the bet?
And if you win 10 in a row,
This is TCH Social Austin,
Almost all your
Texas.
all our money.
Rainy Monday night. Glad to have all of you on the chat. Please chat with us all the time, often. Say something good, say something funny. We'll pop you up on the screen.
That's C8, 40.
Here with much. Got a pair from Manny's.
Open ender for Michael. He can hit the ace of the 6. There's a couple of 6s already gone. Quite a few of these completely dead flops. Not much inside action.
On the turn isn't
Still
going to change
nothing.
anything for these holdings.
No flushes, no straights.
125.
Captain is going to take the initiative.
Oh, wow, Michael, pretty sticky here.
Yeah.
Does have the open ender.
You know, that ace would be an action card. And he gets out of the way. He was the only one that made a pair on that,
Yeah,
on that
actually
board.
folding the best hand, but once you see that bet and a call, your bottom pair shrinks considerably. And ace high going to be good on this river. Jack of hearts makes.
Gosu doesn't know it, but he's got the best hand. And of course,
Yeah,
Michael
bluffing-
has to give it up.
Bluffing with the best hand there, I believe. Yoshi off to a hot start.
Yeah,
He
if you
has 2 buttons, I believe if he wins the next hand, he will be the first fireman.
the fireman will come into play, and I guarantee the table will make note of it. Adam's away from the table right now, but they know.
It'd be interesting to see if he's willing to play, or what kind of trash he might be willing to play in pursuit of that 3rd in a row.
The answer, Nathan, is no. We do not. Although they are very biased to cheesecake.
We wanted to take that option off.
He has a real hand. Yoshi, chance to.
Defense.
I knew that.
Yes.
was
He's
coming.
just going to rip it. And I love that.
Defense.
Please,
All
please
from
let
Yoshi
these
with
look
5s and
Wow, my favorite small pair. Come on, Yosh.
All pure holding one of Yoshi's out.
See if somebody's got a premium downstream. No, not so far.
Yeah, you got a rip and a call. You're going to need a pretty good hand here.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, let's see if that doggy shows up in the window. I'm calling for a 5 in the window right here.
Oh, wow. How do you wake up?
Oh, there was one gone.
Yeah,
Uh,
one. So
8s are good with all those overcards.
usually, and I would imagine.
Oh, and then a flopped boat.
Wants some dead. Second board, so goes to.
And he's gonna, you know, he jammed those 8s because of the 3 buttons. Now they're all gonna have to pay him $20 for food. And if you bust out, you are still responsible for that $20. That's not part of your In my chair. In my chair.
It starts over.
Guys, everybody.
Well, if you touch it that very much,
20s out for.
I'm just gonna wake up with aces right now.
Nathan, that stopped me cold. I'm like,
He's gonna jam. Like, oh, he's bluffing.
maybe that super 8. Drew Rose. I'll call Drew on the phone and tell him Kyle and I are.
Oh, you
We're
took your
good.
change
We're
already.
good.
Oh, that.
I'll call Tom Cruz. Renee Ballwigger and try to get him to renegotiate.
But that's right, guys. 1, 2.
Oh man.
3 hands, and he's up.
Yeah, we don't want you getting 4 or 5.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Jumps ahead of Manny and
Just running
I
over
can
the
imagine you
table.
got ace and no board, everybody.
Alfred has got a 1.2.
Wakes up with 6 premiums in a row. Breaks the table.
Yeah, I like that.
3 hands, 3 wins.
Oh, if you just keep the 3 at every hand.
Manny with a real good kick.
Dragswell's the only one in danger of leaving right now.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't care, whatever you guys want. Give him the 3 back.
and then just keep going up 20.
We can, that's raise, sorry, fold 4 is fold 5, raise 6, 15, raise 7, 50, fold 8.
Every 3 or each
By the way,
one
for all
after
of you
3?
that are watching us live tonight in the chat, we will have our 5-5 game on Wednesday. I'd like to tell everybody about the 21st of this month. We'll be having an all-girls game. The all-ladies.
Pretty much you get an extra 160 every time you win a hand.
I will. We got to come up with it. But that's what I'm asking the chat. I'll peek.
What do we name the ladies?
Yeah, what do we call the ladies' game? I want to start a good name for the ladies' game. Mallory will be here. Brittany will be here. Brittany, part 2 will be here. Brittany will
Exactly. We know you would have.
We'll also have Samantha, our favorite commentator, Kyle and I. No offense there, Lottie. We're going to have quite the lineup. About a couple more players coming down from Dallas, potentially. So come back and join us on the 21st. We got the 5-5 this Wednesday and the 5-5 the Wednesday after. And then on the 21st, all ladies game, and I need a good name for it. I will, if I select your name for the ladies game, free merchandise from Texas Card House is just for you. I'll leave your name up at the front desk, and you will get free merchandise.
So you know how we have the Fireman game going where we win 3 hands.
Gonna fold here, and Michael.
They're saying that
Rest played his draw.
continue winning.
That one down.
4th hand, same fee or whatever, but you continue it until you lose it.
If you keep winning hands, everybody has to keep giving.
Unfortunately, things haven't
So if
stacked.
you win 4 in a row, we get every 20,
This one,
5 in a row, another 20, 6 in a row, another
Okay.
20.
I need that.
You're,
That's the only way I can get one.
you okay with that? Okay.
Like we've seen many times in the past, an hour in, the leaderboard changes typically pretty significantly
Yeah.
by the end of the night.
Yeah, that's very true.
So you decide that you don't want to win any more hands.
Call C5. Call C6. Call C7. Call C8. Call C9.
Oh my god. Is this a dream?
Never gonna happen.
Oh my god. Is this a dream?
All MC2.
So Graceful's going to rip it here with ace-jack offsuit. She's all in for $177.
400. Raise 400 total. C3.
And Goshu,
Fold C4. Fold
he's all in
C5,
over the top, king-jack suited.
fold C7. Fold C8. Too good to be true.
Yeah, giving her a little protection here, but she's got him dominated.
They agree to go twice.
And good chance to double up here for Graceful. But the way Goshu's running, I would not be surprised if we get some spades or a king. Although the ace is going to pretty much shut this down and does.
Yep, she goes forward cleanly.
Final card.
Oh, wow. Stinker.
That's a veteran move right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna use that next time. Right, one of this?
Perfect
Well,
timing.
speaking of rebates, Hijack Poker, Play Poker Online, and Earn Real Cash. $20 for full TCH 20 for the new players. Kyle's on there. Look at the whammo. Uncle T shoves. I'm on there as well. Love this app. Had a good buddy of mine that is running the show on this app. Shout out. And it's going really well. I mean, I was on there today for a short time. Really enjoyed that. So get on Hijack.
Yeah, get on that app /website. play it on your laptop or your phone. But
Samantha's got a killer record at these tournaments with it. I mean, these tournaments, these free rolls, these late nights.
I have a nice little bankroll on there, all from both those tournaments, and that $20 referral. Or,
You have
bonus
never,
code.
you've never spent a dime of your own money yet.
I
Have
have
you?
not. I have never made it
Oh no,
possible.
I was talking to Kristen on the headset.
Basically every day. So
Brian thought I was talking to him.
for when really do look for me. You'll
What
see.
do you usually play?
Sorry?
And what do you usually play?
Yeah, I'll play pretty much not all the tournaments, but the one that I play nearly every day is the Midnight Madness. It's just an $11 buy-in turbo. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of my little nightcap tournament.
How
Hang
long does
out,
it
play.
usually last?
If you win it, you finish at around 2 a.m.
Oh, so it's quick. Turbo.
And I would know
Hyper.
that 'cause I've won it sometimes. No brag.
Nice. Now you're going to make me want to get on there because you know I'm up at that time of night. So
Now that you start to recognize the names of the people that end up at the final table.
pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Big flop for Modelo, but nobody else has got it. No one has a 10. Which you may be a little bit nervous about, but this Modelo, it does check around. Now he's got 2 over pair to the 10.
Well, it's just needing to avoid a jack or an ace.
Yep. Yep, that would give aces up to Gosu if he does hit. When he does not, the hearts do get there, which may show it's going to slow down a little bit for 2 minutes.
Manny's going to bluff at it like he had a heart draw. Or maybe a hand like jack 9.
Yeah, 150 bet is a little sus, I think. For yep, he does make the call. Hello, didn't like making the call, but he did make the call. Yep, nice call by Poppy.
Yeah, that's one of those spots where you just have to kind of shrug, call. You don't love it, but you know you can't fold. There's no point in mulling it over any longer.
Yeah, take your medicine.
Yeah. And in this case, that's going to win as well.
Well, if you've played with Adam like we have Modelo Poppy, he doesn't have decision-making disorder. That's one thing you could say for him. He is very decisive. His brain is moving 1,000 miles an hour faster than mine.
He will now have a Fireman button 1.
You have to give up your title as soon as you fold or whatever.
So up here is now tied with the captain, Kosu, which is where they were at a couple minutes ago. We're pretty polarized here. Graceful's down 105. She should be up now. If it wasn't for that river on the second board.
Now all pure and Gush are making about $60 a hand. Not bad.
Not a bad rate.
That would help your big blinds per hour. No
It's
doubt.
like if you're me, it's a bubble.
42 C8. Call C9.
Ace Jack here for Manny. Picking up a few playable hands early. Had aces a bit earlier. In a nice spot.
Call C3.
No. Because the king and the queen were hurt.
In there with a couple of fours. You try to flop a
Right?
set.
Yeah, he came back door.
Yeah.
Back door.
So actually giving a multi-way to a flop here.
We've been almost all in every hand. Like, yeah, it's been. He started with 500, and he won 3 hands in a row. Literally.
Ace high flop here. Manny. Manning lead. Also a pair of aces for Gochu, but he has kicker problems.
By 100%. I'm actually going to give everybody their money back after the game. So that's why everybody comes to my games when I host them. That's what I do.
That's all I was hoping. I was expecting it.
Jello out of
It's
there.
just my philanthropy work for the community.
Gotta get
Like
back.
to see the community thrive. Heads up.
You're charitable.
Gochu does make the call. 7 of spades on the turn brings backdoor flush that no one has, and Manny's going to keep the pressure up with his top pair. Looking for value from a hand just like what Goshu has, so Goshu will call again. I don't know how much Goshu has played with Manny, but Manny's certainly capable of betting, and he is actually going to improve to aces up on the river. Not need the jack, but now with 2 pair, and he's going to go for some more value here. 200, and Goshu makes a quick call. So another nice pot for Manny.
Hard cap. You can only buy
Nearly 1K.
win them.
Going to be headed his way.
Everybody was bullying Tillman.
Manny tied for the profit lead. 20 hands in, just past the 7 o'clock hour. We'll be with you at 10 Central,
Don't wake up the Dragon
possibly a hair after. We've got a little bit of a late
Yeah.
start tonight.
A little bit of a rainy start.
Call this a special event coming to you on Monday night.
Yeah, we hope to do more of these. Tell us if you like them. Our Monday night slot is open.
This is the last hand.
So we've had several players talk to us about something that the regular
See you
players
guys later.
all our game with some fun stuff. And you'd like to participate in, feel free to find me. You can find me on the Signal app. Sorry, Telegram. I always say Signal. That's the
I was
job.
supposed to add myself to the list.
Find me on the Telegram app.
I have a feeling it's gonna be a monster game.
And give me a quick little text.
Yeah, let's
I will try to
this
get
in
on the
here.
list and make sure if you want to play in any of our live streams that you can be added to the list. Like I said, we're going to do a 5-5 this week and the following week in the all ladies game. If there are ladies listening that would like to play, I have. I would love to be good players. It'll be a 2-5 game. Find me at Uncle T on
Easy game.
trips for Yoshi.
He's just going to rip it. Probably not loving the 2 hearts
Yeah,
there.
Ghost who's going to think about it. He does have a good top pair with a good kicker, but with that many people in the hand, you got to figure somebody's got a 4.
And that's the problem with playing so shallow.
He does snap
Does
it,
make the call.
so he is way behind. He can hit running hearts.
Get 2 hands behind.
Obviously, he can hit another jack, but that
We'll run it twice here. Ooh, first board to Yoshi.
and that is like the big boat.
Hard.
There's the
Little
hearts
help for
available.
Goshu.
Nope.
Does not get there.
So Yoshi gets his money back from that pretty coolerish hand that he lost to the captain. Yoshi just now down $13 after being stacked off by the captain. Sorry, by Gosu. I can't call him Gosu. I've been calling him the captain for years. How do I call
Oh,
him?
really? So that's
Yeah, he always wears the Captain America
Okay.
hat. That's what we always called him. He always, when you say, what are you betting? You know, what are you betting, Captain? He just smiles at you. Great guy to play with. At the table.
That's why I never pulled 6 more.
Of course, Josh Yoshi is also one of my favorite people in the room at all times. Great guy. Also, the guy to call if you got any kind of air conditioning problem. I'm gonna give him an advertisement. That's what they call it in England when you do it.
And our low
Advertisement.
VPIP is C2.
So,
Baseball.
Josh
You are
Yoshi has his own. I'm trying to pull his card out of my play. I'll find out the name of it. And
Yeah, I'm in the list.
Now
He's
he's dressed.
playing 1-2 right now.
thought he was Fireman.
you know, he does kind of dress like a fireman.
Oh, well, if,
So you can find him at Mechanical Services, JA Mechanical Services. Save my bacon.
No,
You have to go find your replacement.
that would be a good party. That would be a good party.
Oh, they
Table 7
Sorry, I
C2.
suck at poker. We don't
Get your
take
sub. Get your sub.
graceful.
You're in.
At 89%.
What's up, Dante?
Wait, we all
Just
go
kick it off the table.
No, yeah, in every hour.
Oh, we go back to okay.
Yeah, we started.
Okay, it's gonna be on the hour.
She was. She was hard dead, and she's
Every hour.
solid player. She's
Because that new person's gonna be fighting like 20 hands
She
already.
does say if you guys want to play a bomb pop while we wait, go and do that. It won't be on the stream, but that's all.
Get it? Get a bump
Anyway,
while we wait
Joshua
for
could have made money off of me.
$5.
He taught me how to put on air conditioning because it
We'll
was
break the table on break time.
We'll put the bomb pop. I guess
yes,
it's just a random bomb pop.
no, did I tell you about that? Yes, use
Oh wait.
outside.
Well, this
I never
always had
did.
me in the ultimate last.
Sorry.
I've done that.
How long have you got, right?
I'll always be ultimate
But
last.
Mandatory button.
We'll just keep it at 5.
Some people need to do that.
You deserve it.
I'm gonna just go this way instead
I
of.
just told you to pull that thing out. I
I'm
actually
fine with the deal.
had been told about it, and I was pulling on it.
Well, yeah,
I
we're
was
only
afraid I was
doing
going
the
to
bomb
rip the
pop.
thing off the wall.
The break.
So,
Is it Chase next
called
up?
Joshua,
or-
J.A. Mechanical Services.
No.
He's a great guy,
No,
fantastic.
I thought it was
Different
the other.
shades.
the
Playing
other
with him.
Chase.
Always has his Yoshi out front.
No, I've been texting you, right? Okay.
Had to give him a little.
Who's the next one up?
It is AC time
Oh, okay.
in Austin. Well, folks, we have had a very, very active table. It just booted the 90% VPIP from the table.
35.
Yeah, so understanding is at a 30-minute increments, whoever has the lowest VPIP then will be the next to leave the table. So a lot of it is for the players to mix it up here. And speaking of mix it up, we got all pure playing an ace-6 offsuit. Does have the button.
Oh, you're good. No worries. I kind of
Board.
did say that very well.
Apologies, folks. We'll be back to Hold'em next hand. Took a big bet from Goshu there. About 315. So all pures is over.
I don't know why they didn't send them. I told them to put them in the. I don't know what's going on here.
Dante in chat
Yeah, Tim's too good. You're too good. We don't want you.
saying he should have played. Still time to get up here. There is an open seat. It will be again in 30 minutes. Close. Will be due. There now. Seat 2.
Dang, I can't believe I haven't even considered folding this.
And if Goshu's ace, or excuse me, if all pures ace-6 are
I
correct,
got
he has
no diamonds.
pair
Look at
ace
this.
both
I mean,
boards.
This is insane.
Oh, set of
Fold
aces.
that.
And he is folding.
For sure.
Have straight in a set.
Oh,
Goshu's going to show.
I got 0 diamonds, blockers, nothing. Both boards. Nice hand.
Thank you.
Sick bluff to repot it.
Yeah, that was.
Sorry about the technical difficulty there.
Yeah, that's just
Picking up that bomb pot.
same difference. It's been potted and
made
he
it
potted
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah.
There are already 6 diamonds on the board. I don't think that he has it. That's why I made you.
Oh, wow. And TM
So really bad.
making an appearance in seat 2. Terry, aka TM, a very, very accomplished cat. Particularly tournament player here in the Austin area. Seems anytime there's a local live stream final table, if you tune in, it's likely you'll see TM there. Very nice guy. He will fit right in with this loose table.
Absolutely. Kristen, are you there?
Looks like he's in for the
There's just
$500 cap.
a couple questions.
Stay in the
Yes,
you played one extra hand.
they want to know, can they know what the VPIPs were from the last round? They just want to know what she got eliminated. She only had 9 or 10. Do you remember anybody's high? It's already reset, so she doesn't have it. After the next one, can you jot it down as a screenshot so that they know what happened in the first or for the second hour? Oh, they just want to know, like, for this next hour. Oh, okay.
Dealer getting a little clarification here on the side game.
No worries, no worries. They were just saying for the next hour. Perfect, yeah. Oh, no. No worries, yeah. But that. Oh, is that a call? Oh, no.
Right now there is, but everybody pretty much canceled that was on.
All right, and we're back to holding here.
On it right now. So, yeah, if you can,
They're
check
doing
it
the
out.
Fireman
And,
game. Three hands in a row. Everybody gets huge points.
I
And if you
told
continue to win,
Kristen
you
that
get 20
I had
chances.
you, yes, she's the stream runner.
Button is on
Stream runner, she
C5.
runs the stream. I told her
We had a
that
call
you and
in the
Captain
dark.
coming in. So then I had to save for a seat for you guys.
Area, orders from the table. You have a full opinion. Strongly argue that casual restaurants.
He's one of the guys that I have.
Oh man,
Don't feel like Whataburger after a night of 10 like salmon or
you know what
your favorite?
my favorite right now is I rotate. I like the chicken sandwich. That's always my go-to. But right now that that shrimp pasta with chorizo cheese sauce. Oh my gosh! Oh my god! It is amazing. I've just killed it with that. I get the tater tot and a couple of eggs and get them to put that sauce on top of it. That's how good it is. Oh, really.
Registration will be open until the beginning of 2009. There will be an optional add-on rewards.
Yeah, there's nothing bad in the joint. Honestly, nothing bad. Cheesecake is died for. I always have a lot of berries.
I was at, yeah, I was curious.
Wait, a mystery hand was coming?
35.
When moving from table to table, please do not right-shift, conceal shift, push between pockets, or turn shift off, turn forward.
We're gonna go in the tank still.
Probably not going to wait for the stream anymore.
Buying into your TCH, player not satisfied with buying into the final stuff, will take precedence. Please be sure to exit and turn. Please do not expose your tag.
This is everybody. Well, Yoshi makes fun of there. No clubs, no diamonds. You can see. Well, just get a diamond for it. You're gonna get it.
Will be in play. We are starting at 100, 200, 200. Good luck, everyone. Viewers, please shuffle.
I literally saw him come over here and he was like, coming. Came here
Must
just
have
for me.
missed.
And he just bought a membership too.
Now Goshu's open-ended.
You know what I mean? The TM.
Yoshi's still ahead.
He's going to lead the turn after picking up some outs. He's got 11 outs.
Yeah, for a big bet, a pot-size bet of 200. It's a great move. Sometimes that early position's better, especially after your opponent may be afraid of that board. Definitely been the most aggressive player since he sat down at the table. I don't. Those numbers are all wrong, folks. Forget about what it's showing right there. Those are not even close. Evidently, when we reset the VPIPs, it reset the stacks. The stacks are correct as far as the amount of money I think it put in somebody. Yeah, up here is for 1.7. They look right, but the totals for the win-loss are not correct. Ignore those. Not that you're reading that anyway. They're too captivated by the visuals and by our voices.
Oh no, no, just one shot.
Well, the other thing
One racing two. I got a trade. Yeah, thank you.
Unless he's like Yoshi and he had to buy in for 2 bullets, that's not.
Depends on what level of the.
Yeah, then you can pretty much go because we pretty much had a $500 buy-in. I did 400. A couple other people played smaller amounts. So you can look at their stacks and see who's ahead anyway.
6 players.
Definitely see that people can take this effect. You've got a raise and a lot of flat calls, more than you would typically see.
Oh, Scary Terry's joined the game. Great player. Had a really good Trailblazer series. Played really well.
Top pair here with Manny. That's some mystery cards, but to our knowledge, no one with an 8. Jack on the turn. Waterboy's going to pair up.
Missing some statistics right now. Hopefully our equity will catch up here.
And unscanned TM cards.
Yeah, it kind of throws everything off.
Yeah. Yeah, if just one card is not scanned, we don't get any of the equity data. Although now it's popping up.
Yeah, it takes a little bit, but I think it assumes the equity when that person folds. So
9 of hearts on the river.
yeah, I think it's just putting 0%. So that's the equity you see between the hands that remain.
And me,
I see king deuce for 2 pairs.
this couldn't be correct because character better beats pair jacks, showing a split pot. But Manny is going to take this down.
We're going to eyeball that one and give it to Manny. And you'll notice that the hand count also is reset. So we're on the 3rd hand since Perry came in. TM came into the game. One of our regulars that you've seen quite a bit.
Yeah, I mentioned while you're away, if you see that there's a live streamed local final table and you turn it on, you're very likely to see TM instead at that table.
Yeah.
And an absolute pressure.
No strap. C2, C3.
And Yoshi's going to raise this up. He's got ace queen. Makes it 40 to go.
Not much to call him from anybody. If anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Gosu with the ace, but he looks like he's ready to fold that. Terry does come, the TM does come along, 10-9. And that gets captain to come into the hand, so we're going to play 3-handed.
Jack high flop, couple of diamonds. This is a pair of 10s for TM, so he'll vault into the lead. Gutter for Yoshi. Checks around. 8 of hearts on the turn. Does give TM a open ender to go with his pair, and he's going to bet 80. And he'll get some folds and take that one down. So Yoshi now with 1 Fireman button, needing 3 to get paid out by the full table. $20 a pop. Yoshi's going to limp the 6s, and Yoshi's going to raise it up. He's got 5-4 suited. Call from Manny. Stella's got an ace. He's in there. Ooh, and the limp re-raise from Ghost. Combined he and Yoshi's name.
Well, it's hard to say Gosu Yoshi.
It's a tongue twister. This is going to look really strong from Goshu, aka Captain. Work. Solo out of there. TM not ready to fold.
Wow.
And he is in much better shape
Than he ever would have guessed.
yes, versus a limp re-raise.
Maybe it's a 9 or 7. And he does.
Nails top pair for TM.
Oh, and he's going to get the jam.
He checks an insta rip from Goshu.
And this is as good a flop as 9-7 could have expected. And he does make the call. He doesn't like it because of the overpair. But biggest pot of the night here, folks. 1,252 between the players. 9-7 versus 6-6. That's the way this has been all night. And that first board is a clean run out. And the second one is going to be the same.
And TM will get his second Fireman's button.
Wow.
So he is on the cusp of winning that.
I guarantee you, Captain, right now, Gosu's like, you call me with what? Look at Tillman. Tillman and Poppy are looking at each other like, what the frick?
Re-raise sixes, flat ball with 9-7 offsuit. Top pair, 1,200 in the middle.
Look at it all appears in the middle of the table, not in his head like, I think I may be in love with this table.
This game is certainly not living in the mud.
No, this is like a, I don't know what it's like. It's like our 5-5 was that was untapped weeks ago, and you had mentioned last week. You know,
Warren, you get 9 shots of fireball.
I think it was everybody buys in one.
Unfortunately, Nathan, we are not doing bomb pots.
I'm not giving you this point. I'm just buying you a shot of
We're not
fireball.
doing any bomb pots tonight. I have Fireman team in pulled by a little pop. I was like, I don't know exactly how that replaced the bomb pots, but to tell you the truth is, commentators, we don't miss them.
Yeah, they're not great for TV necessarily. I think they might be doing one bomb pot after the VPIP game ends.
Oh, did they do that in between the other
we
two?
had one that it didn't get really loaded on the screen, so to your point.
Oh, okay. Well, I was out of the room trying to figure out how many people we had in the room that were going to be stepping into the different spots. So I apologize, folks. I'm kind of running back and forth.
Fewer bomb pots.
Bad defense.
We do have several players out on the floor, on the tables, on the cash tables that are ready to come in. So who's your VPIP leader, you think, or?
Well, Danny's, that's his wheelhouse for sure. So
No, I mean the other end. Who's going to get kicked off the island?
All pure is at 0%.
Oh, really?
Thus far, he's over 4, so.
He may be as far up as he is. He may be okay with taking a half hour to get a cheesecake. I think it's mandatory that they have to go out and eat a cheesecake. Maybe some dirty fries. No 8s out there and no kings right now. Only the 10 for Gosu is in the lead and way in the lead, which you would never guess. He's also the most likely to bet it when everybody checks around to him, but he's in middle position, makes it a little bit more difficult. 10 is still ahead in this hand, has got the check mark, although Manny hit at the end, so he may bet at it.
Very hard to believe that 6-7 ways to a river that a pair of 10s with a 5 kicker is the best hand, but it is.
And that there weren't any attempts at it.
Well, Manny's going to take a stab. He did make a pair of 7s on the river.
Well, Poppy actually, I think, made the bet. No, Poppy folded. Okay. I thought I saw number. Yeah, Manny's going to take a stab at it when he hits at the end. Of course, Goshu's not going to fold for that much.
Nothing.
Take down a nice spot.
7-5, the 2 pair.
Lost a few prior, so he'll stop bleeding. 370 in the pot, but
Yeah, those
mostly
because of
profit,
pre-flop.
260 in profit. That's
Yeah, there's so many pre-flop in the pot. Yeah, it was hard to believe that that was the size of the pot considering the pre-flop falling. You have a few of those hands in every time you'll have. I'll make a bet with kings and I'll get a 6 caller. I'm out of position because I never get the kings on the button. I always get them in the small blind. I'll make a bet to get 3 or 4 people out of the hand, and everybody will call. And then I'm not in a position to do anything but check.
yeah, you're just lost in the brain hole.
I'll make a kind of a feeler bet, see where I'm at. And as soon as I don't bet, everybody will check. And I'm like, oh my gosh, now I've got one more card that they got for free to kill me. So it's just miserable. It's very, very 1-2 in Texas.
Raise C7. 50 total.
Ace king.
The
He's definitely at the top of this ring.
This VPIP game going. King looks like aces.
Yeah. We haven't had a lot of big pairs. We had aces. It's been made 5s versus 8s and things like that.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen jacks or aces.
We saw queens once.
Did have
Early on.
Blue players.
I remember seeing queens, aces once. But this game doesn't need them.
Bet. C3, $10.
Not a bad flop for either the 7 deuces spades or the ace queen.
C7.
tiny bet with his draw. He immediately raised by Manny with 2 overs board. That shot to a.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the idea behind that $10 bet was. Goshu does hit a pair now. See if the spade rolls out. It does not. So, as it stands right now, the 6-5 is good. See if I think Manny has to bet at this, especially checking on the turn.
Disproportionate amount of bottom pair, second pair, third pair being
Michael
best
decides
hand
to
on the
show.
board.
Yeah. This is difficult for Manny. He's got the best hand. He should call, but he's in middle position, which makes it extremely difficult. He's got Michael Goshu behind him with a bigger stack. I guess not too much bigger. Only 67 more than Michael.
Manny value hand with Michael.
Yeah, he hates giving that up. I wish that Alpier had done that.
That'll work.
It works. Great play. Just no way you can know that board was so completely missed, but it worked.
How big of a hit was
Nathan asks, have either one of us played a World Series event?
Side event.
He's saying that either of y'all, so I'm thinking it's us. Maybe he's asking to prove it. But you played what?
I played a World WSOP side event. It was a braces event during the series. Yeah, this is definitely something I want to list of things.
Bucket list?
I don't want to call it bucket list. It's so achievable.
Yeah, it's not like going to Bali, you know.
Yeah. The bracelet is the bucket list. That's for sure.
Yeah, I have not either. I played a qualifier once, some time ago, but I have not played any Las Vegas.
Caddy to the main or
Yeah, satellite. Yeah. And didn't do bad.
I have worn the WSOP bracelet thanks to Fireman.
Fireman Bob?
Fireman. Kevin?
7 players to the flop. 7 players.
Off? I don't know. You just got you got me completely messed
He
up.
goes by the Fireman.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he has
Cowboy.
a bracelet. Let me put it on.
Yeah.
I apologize, Fireman.
Well, you got me completely messed up now. I don't know. This is our early onset Alzheimer's test right here.
Rebel, happy to see us. I believe happy.
He
Did you
said,
see us streaming on Monday? This is a special event, Rebel. We're still on our regular Wednesday.
in my perfect world, it would be regular,
Yeah, it'd be great.
especially if it's like this game. Shoot, fire. Sign me up.
Pair of queens. Queen Jack is going to be good for Michael here. A flush draw for TM.
4 players.
Dello betting with a gut shot.
Check C3.
8 of clubs on the turn is not going to change anything for these holdings. Not a total brick. 9-10 got there. Modelo. Sure, the check mark for Modelo here is king high good. King high with the 9 kicker is back good. Looks like Modelo's going to bet the best hand. I believe this is going to be another one of those cases of bluffing with the best hand.
Attention TCH, yes. Thank you to everyone who registered before the start of the tournament. The 2 hours have been added to your accounts.
He'll let it go. Nice spot there for Hello.
Shows. King 9.
Not no pair.
And Henry has served us now. It is Fireman Scott. Apologies.
Fireman Bob, Fireman
As you said
Kevin.
it,
I looked at you when you said it, and it was like, Kevin's not right.
something sounded right.
I've talked to Scott so many times. I'm like, how could you? Only with names like Tom and Kevin and Scott and Bob can you get lost. If his name was Fireman Yoshi or Fireman Gosu, then we wouldn't have a problem. Ferdinand.
Oh, okay. It's beautiful. They always upgrade the poker players too. If there's availability, they just automatically upgrade.
Great shape in the
They have a new tower. It's not really new anymore. It's been open for like 4
Yeah,
years now.
all pure is he's pretty much a lock to get booted here.
I was impressed. I mean, the poker room's a little bit smaller, but it's nice. But
So we should be coming on that timeline. Isn't it 30 minutes?
Yeah, 30 minutes.
I think we've done 30 minutes already. So, but we were thrown off a little bit because we didn't have a full table to start with.
But
So it should be pretty new.
series that I played there wasn't much matching going on. There's only like 3-4 tables. Like even with the series going on, it's like got a $2 million guarantee and only 3 cash.
It's my flop here, and
You have to go there strictly to play through.
lead. In fact, he does have top.
But the food's really good, and
Great
you know,
flop for A6.
I think it's a nice spot. It's fun just to get a change.
Aaron, a flush draw for Yoshi.
5.5, 6 hour drive. Did you just play at the? Did you play? Did you fire in the main?
Gutter ball.
It is.
Looking for an 8.
Did you bag?
So what does Michael want to do here? He's played aggressively thus far, and
260.
that will continue to be the
I
case.
saw Westlake. He had like a nice
Up
good
considerably.
I saw an update.
Trying to charge those draws.
Did he make the final couple?
Oh, the 10-8 of clubs. I wished it was mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're likely to see all the chips go in on this turn. Oh, Yoshi out of there. He's going to fold his draw.
Wow.
Big bet from Michael.
That's pretty nitty of Yosh. I'm going to have to give him a hard time for that, especially since I love Queen 8 so much. So it's going to be every hour that they're going to let.
had Queen 3 again.
Oh, okay. So I just got that clarified.
Nate took down the whole thing.
It makes it look a lot prettier.
Yeah, it was awesome. And they used to be really big.
So, gun to your head, who do you think is the best poker player at this table?
I have an easy.
I do too.
I don't want to. I feel like
maybe
I'm holding a seat up behind my hand. Which one do you guess that
yeah,
is?
we have the same player.
No, you were.
Y'all guess that in the chat.
Yeah, you tell me. Kyle and I are in the exact same page here. So
To anyone else.
just put the seat.
On the table, but I
Yeah,
think
just
there's
put the
three
seat
clear
number
answers.
down there so we can.
Raise C3. All
It is hopefully backing up.
You remember, you did say poker player, not any particular game or low stakes or high stakes, just best poker player.
You all in with 9. Going to do it.
So, who do you vote for, Chad? Who do you think is the best poker player at the table? I've got top 3 in my head right now.
Got to
But
vote PM. Probably a wise choice.
I think that is always going to be my number 1 here. D2. Yep, you're right, Amanda. That was my guess.
Anybody else will vote?
Yeah. There is a reason that I call him Scary Terry.
I haven't heard that one before, but it does fit.
Well,
the
if you like that TV show, so my daughter got me hooked on that a long time ago.
He's probably the nicest guy at the table, but is indeed scary if he's.
The sweetest guy in the world. And you walk up and say, dude, when I came up and told him that you got second in that tournament, big tournament, I said, boy, you played great, Terry. You just played great. He was so sincerely nice about it. Most people were like, oh, thanks. You know, it had been a little red ass because they didn't win the tournament. Yeah. He was great. I like playing with him. He's a heck of a nice guy. And I watch his play very carefully. Because there's something, very much like we talk about Kevin, there's something to learn. If you want to be a good poker player, you watch better poker play good poker.
Got a 3-bet here from Waterboy with suited ace, and looks like all peers
Felt like they had enough in there.
5 offsuit. Calls from Modelo and Yoshi as well.
Yeah, the 1080 clubs again, and this time it's another winner. It's been the hand of the night. I wished I'd called with it. I'd have won a huge pot.
Yeah, Modelo is going to play this one slow. Looks like that's going to pay off. He gets a bet with the open ender from All Pure. All Pure does have outs.
Yeah.
500 in the middle, headed to a turn, and that
He hits his outs, but it also opens up the spades.
is the
the
action
clubs.
card we could have
Yeah,
got.
it's exactly that. By far the most action card.
Modelo now with a flush draw with his trips, and All Pure has spiked the straight.
Yeah, 9 of clubs, 4 of clubs were the perfect action cards, and we got one.
Modelo's going to flat All Pure's $200 bet. 2 of the big stacks at the table as well.
Oh!
And the river is going to improve Modelo to the flush.
Ahead, behind, ahead. And he's
Yeah.
going to bet 100.
Roller coaster.
Small bet.
I had a feeling played this ball.
Yeah. You heard All Pure there said I had a feeling, but as you can see now, that he was lucky to even get the lead with that 4 clubs.
Well, I only just flatted.
Yeah, it was 60-40 on the river there.
A good hand for Poppy. Pushes him in this segment up to the chip lead as far as winnings. Again, this is just for the second hour as we are booting the low VPIP, which would be All Pure. Actually goes to no. This we're looking at numbers here. Probably going to be All Pure for this hour.
Tillman and All Pure were
Yeah, they were. All Pure was significantly lower. Yeah, very much the way I forget what she said her name was.
Graceful.
Graceful. I want to say wonderful.
We'll give her that.
The way she was. Yeah, she's wonderfully graceful. So, folks, I'm still asking the chat. We've got the all ladies, all girls live stream on the 21st, and I need a good name for that game.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. It's fun to watch the ladies duke it out on
Yeah.
the belt.
Ladies' night, you know. I can't think of anything. It's been bugging me for 3 days. What do we call this game?
I think this VPIP game is really affecting the action here because we've seen All Fury played 7-5 off to a raise last hand, 8-7
Yeah, I agree.
off this hand. He's
This
making
one
a
give up the
concerted
table.
effort. He's flopped an open ender again. No, excuse me, a gut shot.
Yeah, he's got a gut shot to the 6.
Top pair for Manny.
Oh, top 2 for Manny.
Oh, wow. Ooh, and top and bottom for Ghost Shoes.
Yeah, I just saw that too. Oh my gosh. Well, this is a little bit of everything that's going to make it. All Pure is out of the hand, but this is a cooler for Ghost Shoes.
Yeah,
This is take a walk to the ATM cooler.
You ready to run?
yeah, pure cooler. Especially in this game, you flop top and bottom. You're just going to be good such a high percentage of the time. Clean run out for Manny, so he will.
Wow. Yep. Yep. That is the lonely walk to the ATM. Hey, he's probably got cash in his pocket.
We've got your first
Woman
name.
and Hold'em.
Women and Hold'em.
Women and Hold'em. Yeah, it does do it for me, Nathan. Keep working on it, brother. I want to get you that free merchandise. You give me the name that we put on the live stream. Best one tonight, and we will. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take it into the Wednesday night live stream if I don't get a good candidate. Women and Hold'em. You know, it sounds too much like a sport group.
Backdoor float.
Keep trying.
This is probably go for technical, but it would be the last most aggressively.
You know, the last thing you want to kind of throw out there is
Wasn't a serious
that males or females are loose.
Bottom set versus
Oh,
top
fair
set.
enough. Fair enough. Probably not.
That may be generational on my part. I am the boomer here. Loose aggressive. The lad ladies. The lady. Oh, capital LAD.
L-A-G, flag, just aggressive. Like a tag there.
You know, Nathan, women and Hold'em is starting to sound better to me.
See if I can come up with that idea.
Yeah. You know, poetry is just not your thing. You need a hallmark, you know, like something concise. You know, I've had several people tell me when we talked about putting this game together, the women are so much tougher when they play each other. I've had a couple of people tell me that, you know, Walmart's got a tournament, and I've had a couple of people tell me I don't play that tournament because ladies are just horrible to each other. And I'm like, no, really? I really had to have an adjustment. They were really tough on me. Like, you know, we guy at the table goes, what are you calling with, bro? What are you doing? Evidently, they're even more brutal. Chicks and chips. Nathan, that was a 10x improvement. Chicks and chips.
You have a flop straight here from PN. What do you feed that into by Ghost Shoe? All Pure in between with Air and Michael with just ace high. He's out of the way.
And Medelli's got the draw, and TM's got the nuts.
Raise incoming, folks. No way TM lets them see a free room
No,
card or
no. God, this is going to be a 225 raise, I guess. Maybe more. Oh, yeah, it is more pot size.
Amanda agreeing ladies' table is way scarier.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I understand. They're always very nice to me. Evidently not to each other. Well, you know, if you sit around with dudes, they are much tougher on each other when it's all dudes. So maybe it's just the homogeneity of the all ladies that brings out the worst. Yes, I said homogeneity. I'll give you that look.
Ooh, Goshu ripping it with just top pair.
Wow.
EM set up to stack Goshu here. Dello.
He hates giving this up, but this is actually going to work out in TM's favor. Obviously, he's going to call with the nut. And he's going to check it right now. This is why Terry's good.
No, he's flatting the jam.
Yeah.
69?
Oh, double check to be sure he actually
Yes,
doesn't
he's
nut.
just checking to make sure because he's good enough to not make mistakes.
Yeah, one final check is never
This
a bad
makes
idea.
only the 10 could save him here, and it doesn't. No, he didn't even have the 10. He needed. There was nothing he could hit.
Drawing dead.
Pretty much.
TM.
So now he is definitely taking a walk to the ATM.
TM closing in on a 2K stack. I believe he just joined us 13 hands ago, so
Yep.
not bad.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But, you know, we were talking about who were the nicest. Okay, Amanda's dispelling the myth. Well, explain that to me, Amanda, because I've had a couple of ladies tell me that they just don't like playing the tournament because it's ladies table is. Oh, Amanda's saying a ladies table is way scarier. Who's going to underestimate? Yeah, you can giving us a yes there at the end, but I'm never going to go for that one, Nathan. You sound like Frank Sinatra. You see this one? It sounds like Frank Sinatra, you know, and playing strip poker in Vegas in the 1963 or something. You know, probably with Dean Martin.
Water boy, pretty quiet. He's gonna raise up ace 10 off.
I was kind of thinking he might have been the lowest at this point. He hasn't played a lot of hands. This very much the kind of cards we've seen all night. Nothing rich hands. Some hands that crush other hands, like the ace 3 and ace 6. But nobody, you know, wading into this milieu with kings.
Yeah, with the robbery here, trying to steal this pot. Water boy out of there with ace 10 off, so you can't blame him.
Not at all.
And Tillman, he'll make the call, and he's, in fact, in the lead here.
Yeah, Modelo's got, because of the card removal and the ace being gone, Modelo's got a slight. Now he's got much more. Okay, we're confused here. Okay, yeah.
Oh, and Modelo would have flopped the nuts.
Oh.
Or, nuts straight. There is a flush.
There is a flush draw, yes. Neither one of them have anything on this board, so aggression's going to take it. Only a $50 bet.
You're cold.
I had the nut one and a pair.
Taking down a nice pot with just jack 4.
Little card funeral for Modello. Post facto, giving a eulogy on his hand.
Yeah,
Queen jack?
okay, first that mark.
Yeah.
And also one away from the Fireman game.
Oh, is he up to 2 buttons? Yeah, that's true. Gee, last 2 hands. I can tell you the other thing that makes TM very, very intelligent, very smart about poker is he wants 5 seconds without winning $140 from the table. 100 because we have a player missing. He's thinking more about that giant snack in front of him and how can he build on it. Protect it, build on it.
Oh, every hour? Yes, okay, we would think it's half hour, it's every hour. Yes, okay.
When's the next one?
In about 20 minutes. At the top of the hour, I believe. Multi 5, call
Yeah, we changed it to an hour last minute because we didn't know how everything was going to work out. But it seems to be working out pretty fine, so maybe next time we do 30 minutes.
TM with a much better hand this time. Ace 10 off. And He's just going to rip it and try to win the bounty from every player with the best hand in Yoshi. King Queen suited and knows TM has the benefit of winning, but he's out of there. Playing the show. Go ahead and call.
I know, right? We all knew.
You should announce it when they have two.
Jello with just 9 deuce. He's out of there.
Oh, that's all right. I had one here else. The low one.
TM trying to fold here, and he'll win $20 bounty from everybody at the table. The classic 60-40, and it's going to outflop TM. Oh, and TM immediately turns him into pair of aces. It's a great result from TM. Which all in wins third place. Called by a worse.
Oh, wait. We need your mic.
He will now win the bounty. TM up to 200. And a quick spin up for that gentleman in C2.
Oh, that's yellow.
We're good.
Does his VPIP count or not?
That is right.
Bottom, just the last 15 out full screen as we're resetting.
You don't have to pay if you're not going to.
Usually.
Not today for sure. Not today.
But in the future,
Yes, if we do talk about it,
Yeah, you got
we
to
didn't
pay.
think of that scenario.
Yeah,
Remember, all this is new, guys. We never had a
You
VPIP
lose
game,
on the Nick game.
guys, did y'all want her to get somebody for this
You have no chip.
open seat
right?
right now? Yes, they would
Well,
like
hold on,
it.
hold on. What's the time on the VPIP? Because I mean, what if he was the lowest VPIP?
Well, they wouldn't be qualified in that first. They wouldn't qualify if they didn't play the whole hour.
That's
Okay.
When you
Yeah,
say he
they're
was
just going to be
low,
a body.
Yeah, he
He
was.
was.
Yeah, he was low. So I'm saying, like, how much time do we have to the next?
How much more time do we have? How much?
So just get the next guy. That guy doesn't count. So
There's only
Here's
15 minutes left
VPIPs,
on the
so
hour. If you
it's
want, she
being
said we
discussed.
could do the low
Coach
beat,
leading
do
the way,
the
playing
small
every
beat,
hand.
we do it now,
All
and then-
of you are right now
It's up to you guys. Or we could do the.
Yeah, I think we would just bring in a new player.
Yoshi.
And it would be like he would be
The other
the
player.
VPIP because we'd have to bring in 2 new players, and I don't know if they have enough.
so why would you count him as the lowest VPIP?
Yeah,
Steve Tillman
right.
is
And
called
then we
it
can
tonight,
just
so
Two
Yeah,
right now.
that's cool.
Or
I
they
think
could
that
just
sounds
add the one.
coming down to Yoshi
add
and all
one and then
three
just
of you.
reset it.
They just wouldn't
Hang on
count.
to your
Or if he's probably the lowest anyway.
We'll just start
Yeah, I think
VPIP
you
in
would.
again.
Well, this person that joins, their VPIP won't matter for the first.
No, I'm saying let's just
How much time
We
is
just
left?
start a new.
15
we'll start a
minutes.
new VPIP
Right now, okay.
with a new player.
That's fine. That's
Yeah, that sounds good.
They want to start a new VPIP with a new player.
That makes more sense, Eddie.
Yeah, it's easier. Why play for 15 minutes?
No, they want to kick somebody out. They're saying, who has?
No.
Wait, hold on.
Do we have 2 players waiting?
Do you have 2
No,
players
they're
waiting?
not trying to kick someone out. That's the problem.
We're gonna see if we have players to make sure. 'Cause my guy left.
Tom said
Oh.
that one of the
Adam
good
says this
runners
guy
wants to come in and
Hour, you're gonna need somebody to.
Yes.
And then the next hour, you're gonna need somebody.
So we need to take some more people.
Okay, there's 6 people on the list.
Okay,
These
well,
are all here.
whatever.
Okay, perfect. Then, are you guys sure you want to
we'll start a new
VPIP right
game
now,
once.
kick out the low one, and give them 2 new players?
Well, we still got 15 minutes. You wanna kick someone out right now?
Well, she's saying that we could do it right
every
now.
hour, so yeah.
And
I was
do you want to wait? Yeah, they want to wait the 15 minutes. Do we?
So I guess we're
Okay,
listening.
They will get somebody for this 9th seat, but they'll
I-
do the VPIP in
yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Perfect.
But this person's gonna count?
No, they won't count for that first 15
He's
minutes.
gonna count the.
Looks like we're gonna have a replacement for Tillman
Even if they're the lowest VPIP, so congratulations.
What are we going to replace?
rather than the VPIP
And a new
rollover.
player?
Yeah.
So Alpier will stay at the table.
If he continues to win, he continues to get 20s.
Yeah.
Fireman game a TM and won 3 in a row, so and 20 from every player again this hand.
Please. Anything.
Boy,
Anything.
had a good night for Terry. Keeps going.
He certainly is on fire.
Policy 7. Grade. Speed 8. 20. 20.
And I give it a 0% chance that TM folds. And he has actually a real hand. He's got King Jack offsuit. So he's going to pump this up.
Probably going to get everybody but Manny out of the hand.
There's you in there with a suited connector. Everybody's going to be giving him the side eye as they know that he stands to win another bounty.
It's going to bump this pop up to a fairly good pre-flop size.
Yeah, 355 already in the middle.
Two deep stacks. And King Jack does not like hitting nothing on that. Of course, nobody else has. Gosu's got bottom pair.
Yeah, amazingly, a pair of 3 is the best hand.
And he bets it.
And TM gonna call. And gets the turn
Immediately on
makes Broadway and goes quick check, and that's gonna make 2 pair for Goshu.
Yeah, this is definitely going to get. I think Terry makes a about a $350 size bet here.
He just got to rip.
Oh, he's
gonna
gonna
ask
rip
for
it.
all of it, and he's gonna get it.
Yeah, yep. Nailed it. Nailed it on the turn.
What a run for TM.
And a
Up over
terrible
3K.
series of events for Gosu. It just rebought. And Terry just continues. TM just continues to crush it. Now up to 3,000 in chips on a $500 buy-in.
Yeah, if you haven't followed along closely, TM joined 15 hands ago and bought in for $500.
You're so good, TM.
And makes $140 on top of it for getting paid off for the 3. Needs to give the buttons back to Beaver.
Well, we gave TM high praise when he joined the table, and he certainly hasn't let us down. What do you think the average VPIP would be for a professional cash game player? So most professionals play profitably between 22 and 30% VPIP.
Wow, I feel like you need to cite a source there because that just sounds.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. Wow.
Yeah, pretty much any training. Feel free to spot
Yeah, if mine was through that goal, but
anybody that says something different. Yeah, the typical 20s, low 30s for a profitable cash game player. And hopefully you're still with us because I just lost my audio.
Yeah.
As well as frozen. Let us know in the chat if you're still there.
I'm not hearing you either. So we may not have audio at all.
I think we completely froze.
And that's
not good. We're talking to ourselves now.
Well, let's do it in our best radio voices. Oh, we're back.
I believe we're back.
Kyle and
Let
I
us
were
know in
just
the chat.
exercising our vocal inflections. Welcome back to TCH Social live in Austin on a rainy night.
And I believe everybody can see us. So we'll switch this back to the table.
Open-ended for Michael.
All right.
And for
Siga
TM.
says frozen. Let us know because
are we unfrozen? I don't feel frozen. You feel frozen? Matter of fact, it's kind of warm in here.
I feel pretty good at the moment, but not so sure about our technology.
Y'all give us the thumbs up if we are live. This is where we count on you guys. Are we broadcasting into the internet? Oh, we're going to act like we are.
All in, C7.
Oh, we got the thumbs up from Bill. Oh, we were just
Thanks,
about
Bill.
to send you a message. Thanks,
All
Bill.
right. So it seems we're back up, and we have a pot brewing here over 1K.
Yeah.
Got top pair, got a flush draw, and an open ender for TM.
Yeah, top for Manny is ahead right now, but you can see that the diamond draw and the combo draw for TM is the equity leader.
Michael just rips it with a pair of fours and an open ender.
He's done that several times. He's repping the, essentially the 6-7, possibly the 2-7, even best diamonds.
Yeah.
This is probably going to get Manny to fold, but I'd never see TM folding here. Although he might not want to give up his well-earned chips. What do you think, folks?
I think TM's going to have to
Yep.
call here.
Defense.
And we have a virtual flip.
First board, please.
Looks like they're going to run twice.
Kind of a double draw.
Oh my, you have a draw as well?
Might be the end and drop pot.
You got the high end.
Ooh, that doesn't help. The first one is going to go to the 6-4.
Right? Okay, I'm like, right?
Whiff so far. Still a
Wow.
whiff. That's a scooper for Michael, which he's been trying to get all night.
With 707.
The universe is realizing you guys.
So somebody finally put a little chink in the armor of TM.
I would have won second board.
That's cool, too. That's cool, Manny.
TM unlikely to be faced by that.
Yeah,
He is one of those players that
I was
doesn't
gonna
get
call
too
it
high
two.
or low.
Right.
I was going to jam my
And
two.
Manny would have scooped that,
I was open-ended.
picking 2 pair on one board and having the higher pair on the first board.
The double premium getting
And TM he was up 3K,
I was
so
gonna jam. I was
2,500. So having 3K stacked.
Yeah, 340.
So as Captain comes in, Gosu comes in for another 340. Not giving up yet. Down 1.8.
Diamonds? Any diamond? No diamond? Or any no diamond at all?
I like it.
No, for sure. Yeah, you're like, all right.
Well, folks, we appreciate you joining us as we're into our second hour here at TCH Social Live in Austin. My partner, Whammo. This is Uncle T, playing a 1-2-5, not PLO, mandatory straddle, with a VPIP game where we eliminate players every hour that have the lowest VPIP. We have had action out the wazoo.
Yeah. At least 50. We don't have a stat for it, but I would venture to guess more than half the pots have ended up in an all-in.
Yep.
Or half the hands, I should say. All-in again from Waterboy.
As you say it.
Manny with the suited ace and already committed some chips to the pot.
But he's also probably thinking about Waterboy's been one of the quietest players at the table, that he's not doing this light. Could be dominated here, which he is. I think if this was 9-10, actually he would sub spades. He'd probably call here. But unfortunately, you got to put your opponent on an ace. Yeah,
Gets away from it. Nice fold by Manny. Discipline there.
very disciplined fold. Smart fold. So, Kyle, would you say that you're in that 22 to 25% range, or are you below it, or are you above it?
I'm
anytime I
right
wanna
in there
call with, like,
because I
anything,
track all that
fold
when I
that or
play
all in.
online, and I play relatively similar live. Live, there's a lot more exploitable spots, so the table dynamics tend to change much more than online.
Usually with a hand.
Yeah, I'm typically in the 27 to 29% VPIP over, a good sample size. Obviously, it can change drastically. And Manny,
12x.
much better ace this time. Ace queen of hearts.
Just a small raise.
Where do you think your VPIP lands?
Honestly, it's I play so many different games between tournaments, mixed games. It's hard for I don't play online very much, so I don't track it. And it's much easier to track that way. I would guess that I'm probably above that. I have a tendency to be more of a positional player at a 1-2 table. So if I'm in low jack on a round, I'm more likely to broaden that range.
Top pair for Manny. And Modelo flops a pair and a flush draw. Actually, the equity favorite here.
Yeah, All Pure's liking this flop pretty much himself. He's got backdoor, not knowing that Modelo, with middle pair and some backdoor draws, you figure you're going to just call off an ace and then hope you get lucky. Now, Modelo's got a lot of this.
A lot of bad turn cards here for Manny, and that's one of them.
It's
That's
actually
he has the nut hard draw, so it's a pretty solid turn card for him.
It's terrible for
because
that's going to keep him in the hand. Not if he shoves it.
You're going to get the bad news from Manny.
As hot as he ran early, it's been a little bit of cooler town for him lately. Putting all of his chips at risk here, and I don't see Manny ever getting away from this hand, or Modelo for that reason. For that.
I think, assuming Manny calls, I think Modelo probably has to get away once you see a jam and a call. But
we'll
see.
Yeah, if I was Manny here, I might shove over the top of him just to get Modelo out of the hand. But it's hard to know what your opponent has clearly.
So action on Modelo, has his pair and flush draw, as well as a gutter.
Getting the pot odds here. He's getting 3-1, 3.25
Yeah,
to
the math
1.
would say it's not a terrible call.
No, it's not a terrible call. Even if he does have a good idea of where he's at with that combo draw, he can hit a 7, he can hit a club, he can hit a 5, potentially even an 8, as long as it is in the 8. Well, the 8 of hearts is taken. 5 of hearts is taken.
Consideration too, though, he does have to worry about better flush draws.
Yes, that's true.
That would be a disastrous situation, but
it's easy for me to say sit in this position, but yeah, it gives it up. But I'm thinking here, this is like a top situation against a draw.
So all pairs going to need 7, 8, or 9. It's not a heart.
Doesn't get either one. 2 pair for.
Graphics corrected. Manny does too.
Yes, he does. So after being considerably up for the first hour of the stream, now we've busted our chip leader, and he's going to reboot for 500. Looks like.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate turn card there for All Pure, especially in this game. Tough to get away from a pair and a flush draw.
And Yoshi now is the VPIP.
Guys, it's that time to vacate. Low VPIP is C4.
Oh, Yoshi. It's the boot.
Lunges right to the next hand. And guys, did y'all want to hear the VPIP amounts for everybody else?
Why not? Everybody.
Yeah, Brandon, can you tell the VPIP?
Starting with
All right, guys, real quick. C3, 87%.
You're one.
That means first.
C8, 78%.
Respectable.
Seat 1, 67%.
Oh, almost 69. God damn it, I missed a hand again.
Seat 6, 67%.
I love Modelo.
Like a real
Love me
brother
some.
Seat 7, 67%.
At least I'm in
Seat
third
2,
place.
61.
You're tied for third, buddy.
With who?
With me and him.
Seat 5 is
I was aiming
39.
for 69 too, but
And that's because I've been walking around the room
Before it was
60.
Probably the only person that doesn't care about his VPIP at this point is TM,
My time.
because he's had so many great hands in so many good situations. You know, unless he goes card dead, he's not nothing to worry about.
And TM in this game, well, there's not a whole lot of poker games that wouldn't be set up well for him of his player of his skill level, but
Yeah,
he's not afraid to take it to the streets with a mediocre hand. He's going to outplay most players post flop. And we do have a new player joining us.
don't you put that drink on my table.
Yeah, I tried to follow
I thought you had like 60 wins. I was like, why is he jamming? And yeah, enough left so I can
Yeah, no, of course not. Yeah.
Looks like we're going to have a change in the box, too. I think that's Dan.
500 behind. What am I gonna do?
And working overtime today on the side act.
Did a great job. I'm going to brag about our dealers like I always brag about our dealers. Best in town, the all-star team, especially in the live stream. You just can't beat them with a stick. So, good job tonight.
With the hard turn, you know, it gave me a combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of work in the box on the live stream. All the action produced here. You obviously do the regular dealer actions as well as keep track of the couple of side games that we have. Your hard work is much appreciated. And all the numbers will reset, so we are at hand one again of this VPIP game.
Do a bomb pot until the new player.
Oh, is that what you're doing? Okay,
Based on recent history, it looks like we'll get to about 18 to 20 hands per game. So players incentivized not to be at the bottom of that leaderboard so they can stay in the game.
Well, Dennis joins us. We're going to get another player here in a second who you'll recognize if you play up here at TCH Social in a moment.
Holy fuck. Keep it low.
It's been fun as we play a bomb pot. A what?
Check.
We'll be looking for a 4, an 8, 9. Good clubs, good hearts.
They like it or not? They like it or not?
It's like Jack 10. Well, no, we got King Queen as the best clubs. We do have 8, 9 for all pure. So he's open-ended on that top board. I see no 4s anywhere, which is stunning. Well, there's why. So now the 8 is ahead. Terry's ahead on the bottom board. Doesn't have much on the top board. He does have, potentially you could hit a 6 for a straight, but you're not really thinking much about that kind of a board. He's going to bet out. Very instinctual bet. He's going to get called by the loosest player at the table. Doesn't have much but a top pair. There's the clubs on the top, so that's going to give King Queen the best hand on the unpaired board. Terry's still good on the bottom, but it's hard for him to know that.
Sun's coming out though.
Small hand. I mean, small pot.
Yeah, given that sauce
Looks like TM is going to come out with about a $115 bet. Nope, less than that. 80, 90, 70. Yep, they're going to chop it up. So at a game like this, 1-2 with the VPIP game and the Fireman's game, by far the most uninteresting hand of the night is a bomb pot. Pretty unusual for a 1-2 table, but not for this table.
Oh yeah, show 14. 14.
Once again, folks, thank you for joining us on a rainy night in Austin. As always, we're going to keep you aware. If you'd like to play poker online, play Hijack Poker. This is a subsidiary of Texas Card House, Texas. And you can play poker online and earn real cash. As Kyle Lamo was telling you earlier, tournaments every night and every day, daily tournaments, nightly tournaments, Midnight Madness tournaments. Do the TCHL 20 in the referral code and get an extra $20. Love to see you. Look for the whammo. Look for little PD shoves. And hopefully we'll see you on the app.
Until you have all the chips.
Then when you starts to pay. Yeah, for sure. We have a Fireman game, so if you win 3 in a row, on the third one you get paid.
You know, we've had, Nathan, a number of different conversations about having a bomb pot live stream. And I think that it's too difficult for the card runner, not card runner, but the producer, Kristen, whoever's in the booth, trying to get that much information out. It's difficult for people watching. It's difficult for not that anybody cares about the commentators anyway. But I think I'd have to take a couple shots of 1942 before we started that live stream. 6 is for Dennis, but Manny hit trips.
Oh, and Michael.
Michael as well, better kicker, yeah.
The biggest draw was live.
This kid gets spicy. You don't hate this board if you're Dennis, so he's going to bet out. Looks like he's going to make about a $20 bet, something small. A little bit of a feeler bet. He's going to get Manny to bet as JoJo joins the table in seat 9. Gives up his jack 10.
Smash all the gutter balls.
So I was like, oh, at least he doesn't have that to be afraid of.
Both players pretty deep.
That's why usually I get that. Are you guys playing the net game too? No, that one we don't. We took that one out.
Just calls.
Since we're switching
Maybe
players,
being a little trappy, making Manny think that he has, as Manny hits the boat, just about to say Michael wanting to think that he has a good ace.
Disastrous turn card.
Just disastrous.
Manny seems to be a beneficiary here if we can build a pot.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking about. Just making a $25 bet. Michael's thinking about what his move is
This is
at
the
this
one that got
point.
you the flag. In the fish tank.
If Manny does put him on an ace, he doesn't want to lose his customer. Looks like here comes the raise. Really bad timing. Well played by Manny. He's going to check his, going to do a little card look at. Like, wow, what have you got here?
It's just not a whole lot of
Big raise here.
hands that Michael or Manny could have. There's no draws really.
No, this
It's
is
really just a 4 or somebody with an ace. And what's this raise and a call?
This is where you pray, if you're Michael, that your opponent has ace 8 or ace jack. Ace 8 is preferable, obviously, because he called there. Like he might have been scared a little bit of a 4. This is going to be a large bet here.
Yeah, Manny's going to rip it over the
Yeah,
top.
yeah.
And
Anything over 1,200 in the pot now is Manny's got the. That's essential all in. Oh, and it was an all in.
Snapped by Manny.
Oh, that's such a.
Oh, that was such $3,000 pot.
Such a suck out bet. The hand of the night there, folks. And Manny is just killing it now. Going to be chip leader by a large margin. Profit leader.
Reload, but yeah, just the nasty spot there from Michael.
Yeah, what a pro that he took it that way. As my favorite people in any poker room shows up.
Love Clay. Clay
Love me some
dishing
play.
out the handshakes. He's one of the great dealers here at TCH and just great people.
Always fun.
You
There
already
is not
ask
a.
Clay how he's doing. He says chilling. So if you ask me, I'm chilling. Makes me feel cooler than I am.
Yes, yeah. Well, he is a lot cooler than either one of us.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Factors. What I like about Clay is there's not a number that you can throw at him that he can't name 4 or 5 from each sport that wear that number.
Oh, he's got that down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not even close because I'm pretty shallow. It's Cowboys, you know. With him, it's every sport.
Got a raise and a 3-bet. Modelo and then TM and Manny. Still stacking his mountain of chips. He's going to come along with Jack 4. I suspect he may not even have looked at his cards yet. Oh, I thought maybe that was a late tip, possibly. JoJo coming along with ace-6 off.
Nobody with any hearts, but middle pair for TM.
Top 2 for TM.
Oh gosh, yeah, slapped me in the back of the head.
TM back on the hot wagon here. He had the one missed draw that cost him a bit, but should get him back in the winner's circle. We'll take that one down.
Well, we've broken 100 people in the chat, and I'm still looking for a good name for the ladies' game in a couple of weeks. There is free merchandise, free TCH merchandise at stake here, and I've gotten hardly anything other than from Nathan, who's 1 for 3 in his suggestions. But Chicks and Chips is leading right now. I need to hear from the ladies. Ladies, what would you call the game? These guys, asking this question of these guys on this chat makes me a little nervous, I gotta tell you.
160 dead money every hand.
Sixes again. We've seen a lot of sixes tonight. Haven't seen a lot of aces. Haven't seen a lot of kings, if any, I don't think. Or the big pairs in general. Jacks, tens.
Yeah. Short on the premium pairs. We haven't had any flop sets either.
No, it's been a lot of straights, a lot of flushes, but no sets. That's a good point. You know, we've had streams where it's just been set crazy, set over set here, set there, everywhere a set.
It's been a bit, but we had a player flop 3 sets in 4 hands this year, which is fun to watch. Manny raising up the ace-deuce suited on his 4K stack from a $500 buy-in. Not bad.
I don't know about y'all, but they seem to come in clumps for me.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I won't flop a set for a month, and then I'll flop 3 in one session. And we got an all-in here from Dennis. He's got ace-7.
Wow, Dennis came into the game hot.
All pure mulling his options over.
So, Amanda, you would say Mama's Day Madness would be just too much? I agree with you. I'm not a gimmicky. It is close to Mama's Day.
I got another terrible one for you.
What?
Could be VPIPs from Venus.
You know, that was the top of your range.
You think that's as good as I can do?
Venus.
So Manny's going to make the call here with a worse ace. His is suited. That for just a small portion of his gigantic stack. It looks like TM's going to come along as well. So we're going to have a big pot coming to a flop here. There's 2 in there as well with his couple of deuces. Speaking of sets, what a time for a set. If Goshu can hit a deuce.
I feel pretty much trading up a new player every time. You know what I mean? As soon as we turn the cameras off, dude, we're locking this one.
8 high flop.
Wow,
So
the deuces
gutter
are
ball
hit.
Manny.
The deuces are leading.
Checks around quickly.
Still nothing.
Wow, deuces hanging on for dear life here. And they're going to hang on. Go shoot.
Oh my gosh.
Stands to win a 1K pot at Showdown with just a pair of deuces.
And everybody's going to check because they didn't bet the first 9. How can they bet the second 9?
Tia might decide to represent something here.
Manny may have, if he was in position, would have bet because he may think his ace is good. Oh, yeah. Complete whiffer for everybody but the deuces.
Go shoot, better shoot.
$1,000.
Why aren't you more confident? You guys are
As bad a night as the captain has had, that's like a gift from heaven.
What a slow roll.
I know he's calling.
Somebody called it. I said he slow rolled. You know, you can see that look in his face. That I've had that look before. My deuces are good.
I had 6s. Wow. 6 people behind me to act.
I mean, it was an amazing call with deuces in that position anyway, because he's got the all in to his left, which means the other 2 callers are in front of him. I don't know if I'd call with deuces. I'm a fan of the duck.
Far out the window in this game.
Yeah. Well, Amanda, I'm gonna run this by the only intelligent person on the chat that I trust here that is going to give me gimmicky name. Honestly, I was just going to call during Ladies Live.
That's pretty solid, actually.
Is it? I mean,
Sounds
that's
classy.
I was looking for something that would be really catchy and good, but not gimmicky. But what do you think of Ladies Live, Amanda? Any of the other ladies? I don't want to hear from the guys now. You know, you missed your opportunities. Ladies Live, May 21st. There's nothing like a little alliteration. As we have Ace Queen from Modelo Poppy, he's going to bump it up. Looks like about 135. Okay. All right. I'm good. Amanda said good. I'm good. I need very, very, very little encouragement, Amanda.
PM with a pair of 6s gets out of the way. And another rip from Dennis. Unfortunately, he's going to be dominated
Just
by Modelo.
crushed. Yeah. You see this a lot in tournaments. Now he was rebuying. He's coming off getting coolered by deuces, which if that's possible even. It's not going to take much for him to shove. Bobby's going to call him. JoJo's going to give his hand up. Just on the right position.
Dennis is going to be looking for a 3 or 2 spade.
That's not helpful. That's
Chop
not
outs.
helpful. He hits the.
Oh, what a river for Dennis.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so disgusting. You see players lose their minds a little bit on a hand like that, especially in a tournament. The ace queens, like that. You'll get players who are serious tournament players to get a little bit fruity, you know, a little bit,
yeah,
in the head.
Especially, I think the one thing I noticed the most with tournament players is they feel like if they're, you know, if it's a flip, say it's 50-50, it's, you know, jacks versus, you know, ace queen, and the ace queen misses on the flop, it gets there on the river. They feel like they took a bad beat, but really it's just the whole thing was 50-50. It just when it happened.
Yeah. And
here's a premium pair.
There it is, and with a couple of good hands in front of him. Raises to 40. He's got, oh, it's Premium City.
Wow, and Manny.
We have Asian Aces. We have a suited queen. We have queens. We have Big Slick.
Manny
And
having
all the queens
just
are gone.
coolered Michael.
Wow. And queens are going to have a ton less equity than they should because of this card removal.
JoJo making the call with Queen 10. Likely a result of the VPIP game being on.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to maintain his seat. Enough money out there now. I think Michael's probably just going to have to put the rest in.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's got 424 behind. Yeah, he's going to rip it. Yeah, and that's where if you were playing this hand, you've got to be ready to do that.
Oh, wow, and JoJo just goes ahead and makes – I mean, he's getting great odds.
Well, knowing JoJo and as good a player as he is, he never would have called there unless he was willing to do that. He already knew what Michael's stack was. So what he does know is one of his cards dead, and his back doors are pretty dead as well. I mean, he could hit, Jack 9-8, Jack King. He hits Jack. No, it's all queens all the way.
2 boards.
Yep.
Ooh, open ender for JoJo.
Oh, but now it's set or trips. Yeah, he didn't have much of a shot there. He had a little light on the second board.
Michael and Manny will chop up JoJo's money.
Yeah.
Which is essentially how the equity was set to play out.
Ladies Live won't get me canceled. Honestly, Nathan, there are so many good reasons for me to get canceled. That is never going to be one of them. My life is dominated by the ladies. My daughter, my goddaughter, my mother. 2 ex-wives. I'm like, where are the dudes in my life, Kyle? At the Booker house.
Yeah, one queen I can beat.
Right, is that too much? Is that see, that'll get me canceled. I got to see my goddaughter this last week, and it was wonderful. As we can see where everybody's at. Now, keep in mind, folks, this is reset when we replace a player. So we've only got 7 hands in this third round, essentially, of the VPIP game. So the totals are what matter. Manny Fresh is way up, 4,000. He's actually up about 3,500. And although it shows the TM is down, he bought in for 500 and that's 2.2 in front of him. So those 2 players are big stacks and have made the most money. All Pure was way ahead for a long time, but unfortunately got snagged. There's my favorite hand. There's the Uncle T. You like that hand?
I wouldn't say it sticks. I like 9-7.
Oh, that's right. We talked about this. You're
yeah,
just a smaller
it would be
version of
my
mine.
kind of similar hand that I like.
Unfortunately, there's another 10-8 out there, which is never good, which gets mucked.
JoJo having got stacked last hand.
Not bad.
Top pair. Nice flop for ace queen.
Nice for 10-8.
And yeah, flush draw.
You filled the gap, which you always want to do when you have those single gappers. You filled the gap and you have hearts.
Problem for Waterboy is Manny has better hearts.
Yeah, he does. There's a lot of hearts out there. The king of hearts is out there. The 4 of hearts is out there. It's not likely. That's why the equity is so low for Waterboy.
What's TM going to do? Top pair. Much of a kicker here. Make a call.
So JoJo's basically 2.5 to 1 on the field at this point. Although it looks like everybody's coming along. There's diamond draw now for TM. Improves his equity hugely. He's basically got Waterboy out of the hand now as he's drawing dead. Manny can still hit the heart. It's unlikely. And JoJo's going to shove it in there because he doesn't like how connected this board is. And who could blame him?
Yeah, he stands to win a very nice spot if you can hold here. And as you said, TM can go nowhere now with the nut flush draw. A third of the equity. Now Waterboy with a decision.
Yeah, this is really tough.
He's getting huge odds to try to hit his flush.
Yeah, I think if he had developed a combo draw on the 3 of diamonds, it'd been something else, like a jack or something that he could have gotten behind. But not enough.
11-27. Can JoJo hang on with this top pair?
Oh.
And TM
The
gets
crusher!
there.
Oh.
Nothing like rivering the nuts.
Terry is like, Manny's going to get out of this hand, but JoJo's got to think, what is with this dude? I'm all in, and this dude rivers me. And he hates that diamond. Hates it. But maybe in his mind he's thinking, well, at least I didn't get a... I mean, it brings the straights in. I mean, it's just a terrible card.
And high heart.
Oh, my gosh. He was ahead all the way to the end. Huge pot again for
Yeah, you can
TM.
see on JoJo's face, there's just no hand that TM bet $600.
Yes, unless he's... Yeah.
Into no side pot if he can't beat one bear.
Yeah. Yep.
No reason to bluff there.
Yeah, we had a hand like that last week. I was running really well, and I made a bad call, even by my own estimation in the hand. The other 3 players up, this is such a Texas Hold'em, or Texas Hold'em hand. The other 3 players were all in the same draw.
Oh, wow.
And essentially of varying levels of intensity. But they were all in a straight draw. So my combo draw with top pair was so dominant. And I thought, well, I'm guaranteed to lose this hand. And of course I didn't. But I just, sometimes you can't really, but you get 2 or 3 calls and you're like, all right, I'm screwed. I know I'm screwed here.
Oh, yeah.
And you're not.
We've all felt it.
Hey, phony. That time you showed up. Where you been? Out in the rain? Well, it's been a great night, folks. Really good game. Tons of all-ins, lots of action. Not a tremendous amount of suckouts, but some real coolers and a couple of suckouts. As the ace-king gets the board in a large way for clubs, which only Michael has with what now is the lead. Waterboy also with an ace, with an 8 kicker.
Ooh, Michael's going to slow down a bit.
Yeah, might be a little bit worried.
A little pot control likely. He does add a gutter. Need a 10 for Broadway. Queen all pure. It's going to hit.
Yeah, and both he and Manny can hit the 10 to make the nuts. As long as it's not a heart, but the jack of hearts is already out. And there's a couple of 2. I guess that's the only 2 hearts that are out.
Michael not folding, considering a raise, and does just flat. And we're over to Manny. Manny drawn to the same Broadway draw with the jack, needing a 10. 10 on the river would be wild. We'd chop it 3 ways. No such luck, but Waterboy finding 2 pair on the river. It's going to catch up to Michael on the river here, and he checks it. And it checks around, so he'll just take that one down.
Not a bad pot. Not great pot. So, Amanda, are you in for Ladies Live? I think you should be. I think we talked about this, and you gave me that kind of, I don't know, look. Do have a couple of seats available if you ladies would like to play the Ladies Live.
Here's the Cowboys for Michael.
Now we got kings. I think this is honestly the first kings we've seen.
I believe it is.
It is. I think I would, unless I was out of the room.
He'll raise it up and get called in a couple spots here. Ace Jack once again. It seems like somebody has to have Ace Jack every hand. So unfortunately for Michael, looks like he's going to go several ways to a flop here. Oh, there was a 3-bet, so Goshu has helped Michael out. So he gets a chance to pump it back up here. Makes it 220, so.
Do you think that's enough to run everybody that he wants run out of the hand?
I think it is. I like the size.
Get the king 4 out of there.
Yeah, he went a little more than
10-9.
4x the 3-bet. I think that's probably right about what you need to do to not get called by everyone.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of people stick with the 3x. If you made this 150, just everybody's going to call you basically.
Yeah, this is actually I like that hand Manny had, but it's real confusing because Gosu came in for 50, so that overvalues his hand compared to what we know it is. JoJo's actually thinking about whether he should go over the top here because he's seen some pretty light shoves by Gosu and by Michael, and he's going to shove it all in for 320.
Michael and Goshu are uncapped at this point based on the action, so
Yep.
either of them could have anything up to aces. And looks like we're going to get a quick call from Michael, and he and JoJo are going to go to a flop. And gets a little help. Needs more. No such luck. Looking for an ace.
Another jack.
Oh my God.
Wow, they're just exactly the same. Those boards, except for the 9, are exactly the same.
Yeah, wow.
That is
Jack
just,
6-4? Oh my God.
that's when you feel like you're snake bit.
Isn't that crazy?
Pretty good result when you hold kings, get it all in pre-flop.
Amanda, if you don't commit to playing in the ladies' game, I'm going to sing the song Amanda by Boston to you for the next 10 minutes. And that won't be a good idea. That might get me canceled.
Might have to go find the security here.
Yeah. Music security.
Yeah. Yeah. Get you removed from the booth.
Hey, okay, there's a question for you. I want to know from the chat, too. Have you ever been banned or kicked out of the room? I think it's a safe no for you.
The answer is no for me. But
Yeah. So you have never been close? Okay. What would you guess with me?
I'm going to guess because you're interested in the topic that you have.
I have not.
I have not.
No, I have
Been
not.
Close. Is that a yes to close?
Oh, close. Hell.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like saying, have you ever been close to dying? Yeah. Oh, yeah, a bunch. Matter of fact, probably more times than I've been close to getting kicked out of a poker room, I've been close to dying. But, yeah, I actually had an incident where a security guard had his hand on his taser with me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I would have been a lot more compliant if I'd known that. When I turned around and saw him standing there, I was like, hey, dude. So have you guys on the chat, have you ever been kicked out of a card room? I know Amanda has. She's out of control.
4-bet for Michael, ace queen off. Jack 4 suited. 10 high flop connects with no one. Michael will throw a feeler bet out there.
Yeah, feels like he's still ahead, and he is.
And gets a call from Goshu. Goshu
Gut shot for
does now
Gosu.
improve to having a gut shot, but
Yeah. Sometimes you feel like when you're playing with Gosu with Captain that he's setting you up for this river bet, especially when he's out of position.
not going to slow down though. He's
Super defense, sir. Super defense.
continues to tell a story and gets another call from Goshu, and Queen on the river is going to improve Michael to top. So
Unfortunately, if Gosu makes a run at it now, it's going to cost him.
if Michael could see Goshu's hand, he would check down, but has to go for more value, and he just rips it. He's been called every street. No reason to think his opponent doesn't have any.
Yeah.
Potentially call with.
That's a good feeling when you're telling a story and then the story comes true before you have to like finish it.
Best feeling when your bluffs are not working and you miraculously get there. We've all done it.
Yep.
Then you show the hand, you have to sheepishly grin.
You know, there's nothing sheep to me when somebody's like, "Oh, dude, you got there at the end." I was like,
Definitely don't apologize. I just try not to. Looks like we're frozen again. Folks.
Yeah, definitely the audio's gone too, because we're not getting anything. No green. Yeah.
They call the timeout when they rebounded. 2.6.
Talking to them or talking to them?
I'm going to floor.
He's talking to you. He's talking to you. I was already out. This whole time? I was already out.
Yeah, Tatum has to have it. Stop.
The fans like the overtime.
Are they not going to count that?
No problem.
They want to end the game. During the playoffs, they let them play a little more.
Yeah.
Well, especially ties.
Look, they're grabbing all of it.
Nah, let's do it. The regular game, yes, regular game qualified. Playoffs, not so much.
Well, they're in Boston. You think they get something?
Yes, of course, but
Yeah. This is basically going to the final. Or Eastern Finals going to be this and Cleveland. I'm in Boston.
On. One, two, 329.
Red? Sure. Or white? You want white?
I was like, what else are you going to give me?
Monster hand.
7-10.
I was very close to photo match. I had 7-10.
That's such a big photo in that spot.
7-10, I almost got in that hand. 7-10. I would turn the vote.
Really? Good raise, good raise, good raise.
I made it 100 people. And I was like, man, I was suited too. 7-10 stage.
Good fold, good fold. You're folding suited tens?
Guys, he has an image.
I mean,
Like if it wasn't on stream, he played different. It's definitely snappy. He might have re-raised.
my range is wide. My range is really wide. I'll play almost any 2 cards. But the $100 is like,
Too risky.
I mean, you get on the heater.
I got pulled down.
You did have a hand, you had me clutch too long. 8-6 or 7-10. And for yours, you were so strong. You were just fake. Yeah, I mean, dominated. So yeah, I got respected with the game going on too, and you know, everyone just came for $5, and you jam for 100. I didn't know what was going on. I was watching this. I was watching a foul on Tatum. That's not a foul. That's a foul. He was tech kicking the ball.
Get a raise. Holy hell.
Oh.
Good defense, good defense.
Fellow decides to wake up all of a sudden? 420. One more pass. Yeah, shoot that.
Wow, that sucks. That was smoke.
One time.
Huh. Oh, wow.
Ace 8, ace 5, ace 7. Wow. They both have flop.
Ace 8, brother?
Yeah. I mean,
The only thing would be an 8 on the turn and
wow.
Yeah. He's on the road there. Got the 3 out.
alright, let's see. 300?
Man, why couldn't my hand be suited?
No.
Yeah, we all knew you had 87.
It's an easy game, Chris. Can happen anything. What about that happened?
So they started with 5 minutes on the OT? Yeah. Fine.
I have to.
Good price.
4 ways. Check.
Good defense.
Sure, what do you like?
Twice? 2 times. At least once there. Drop it. This is going to be both road teams winning in the East in the first game. Potentially.
I know, but you should try your layup. You going for a 3?
Awful today.
He's gonna foul.
That shooting is
3, right?
That shooting.
Oh my god, really?
Put it in the. Right, it's better.
Keep putting it back in the middle.
Yeah, if someone's in there and they throw, might put it in the pot.
Is that shooting or not?
Some deja vu, guys.
Not done 110. Nah. Last time. Last time I scored it.
Oh, so it's discount.
This is a 3-bet.
Discount.
This is barely a 3-bet.
Just be nice, is what he said. Be nice, just be nice.
Put a swell guy.
Everyone's in the hand.
I didn't make it 130.
Yeah,
That's not.
this guy's very sweet.
20x, 20x, what? Standard 20x open.
Call him Sweet Manny for short. Yeah.
Oh. Right. Here we go.
Big in table now, I guess.
I mean, I've been taking. No, I'm not gonna take it.
With 90% VPIP.
I'm gonna let it go.
Really?
Yeah.
Merciful and sweet. Look at it. Dead hand.
It's a dead hand.
Dead hand.
Oh.
We don't do that
very
here. We don't do that here.
Very humble.
Person said, Manny, you're in trouble. Don't do that here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's
Twice?
serious.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, two
You got
times, right?
space?
All right, nitty fold, nitty fold. Twice.
4-9. Oh. I 4-9.
Oh, you saw it.
No.
You saw it coming
You
in.
went 4-9?
Oh,
Me too.
I'm just saying that you can't call 4-9. Let him shoot it, maybe.
Straight on the bottom.
I know, the last time, I had 9 deuce when they made it 30, the flop was 9 deuce 5.
2 deuces.
Yeah.
I get counter 50. I get 2, 3, 3.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not a bad player. I'm,
Should be that.
look, one more of these, I'm going to be a bad player.
good. Oh, yeah. Kristen, I got your other time out card right here.
Sorry.
You have to go a whole round though, right?
You have to face the corner for 15 minutes.
And I told you what I thought you were.
Your head
Wasn't a shooting song. Oh, and they just walked up the inbound and lost.
Wow.
Wow, they beat him in.
7 raise 30. Deja vu, guys.
No.
Not this time.
Who would have thought that?
Any two, guys. Any two.
6 call. Alright, 7 ways.
If I win this, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna go right. It's like this camera does. It's like this footage, these lenses, this camera. It's sharper. Here we go. And out.
Ooh, club was spicy. One club on the turn? And you have some yeah. How high? Queen. Had a straight draw too, so you can kind of guess my. Yeah. It was worse than your straight. My straight. I would have to pretty much get a whole straight on the board and have that.
And this score is going to be like 150 to 175 or something. Definitely be a good matchup.
Yeah.
Oh, heads up.
The last weekend.
I don't know.
Or do we have anyone waiting or not?
Not too sure. What time was the last one? Has it been an hour already?
About an hour?
I think you should ask you.
I think they got like 5 minutes.
Manny's getting anxious.
On that top row.
No, I'm good.
I'm
not going to minutes, boys.
You better get it up.
8 minutes, boys.
You better get your teeth up, then you might be getting kicked out.
Needs a fresh chip.
I thought I beat it was good.
Yeah, 5 minutes to get it up.
Give
right?
a little super.
See who the next victim is.
Kick someone out. He's like, well, you're so boring.
New blood.
Get this game out of the mud.
Coming in. Alright, can you get them to 78%?
Still picking myself for holding sixes. 7-way pot.
7 away all in.
At the end of the night, just everybody all in.
Yeah.
4 players. We'll make it nice and quick. Just pick a high card.
Red or black.
Not even run a ball.
Like Egyptian war, you know?
Pick a card.
Everyone picks a card, high card wins. Ace of spades, you all dead.
Big and spicy, throwing a joker in there? Just You're right.
I didn't see the drill. I thought there was one.
I would have won. This is a single
What happened?
We saw him in the airplane. Oh, he basically so he's fine.
Oh, enough.
Oh, sorry, one.
Hello.
Can I get a Modelo? You get draft, right? Rhoda with the line one.
You're on 2?
Oh, shit, I didn't see it. Did you had the flush there?
No, he had a pair of 5s.
Oh, okay.
Terrifying.
This guy's too good.
That's what I said to you. I was like, what did you have? It's like everything got there in the river. I thought you.
That wet board.
I wanted a king top there. I don't even know what I had that I just pulled it out. I'm probably gonna get kicked out of the race. I'm gonna be the last one kicked out of here again. Right? That's why I got a beer. You loosen up. That's why I got that beer. Why you loosen up? Is anyone else warm in here?
I'm at the bottom.
Hell.
It is a little warm.
Okay. I'm like sweating and shit.
We got 215.
I'm raising it for
Oh, raise 450.
Good defense.
All in for less. One time, two times. I don't care. 2 times.
He definitely not.
Oh, wow.
You want to hear that? Yeah, 1 hour is 5.
Wow. That is there 6.
All right.
Alright, let me see the outside. I got ace 6 and then
Nice hand. You saved us.
Still stuck somewhere. It's fine. You gotta start slow.
Almost doesn't work with him. I'm over here working with fucking 93 on my second one.
Hey, but look, there's a good life. You can be alright. You never know.
It's okay, Odell take me back afterwards.
Everybody, I'm paying everybody. Everybody's gonna get their go-to where you guys play. Just like how you always wanted to play.
It's just for camera, and then we split up the chips evenly.
Remember, all the streams are free, you guys.
They're all
you get your
fake.
money back.
It's like wrestling.
Yeah, everybody gets their money back at the end of the stream. Everybody knows that.
Thank God.
They're all fake streams. Yes. It's only to create content.
So the dealer's giving us our chips back too? Yeah. Nice! Yeah, we're free rolling now.
Yeah.
Hey!
I'm on my chips. I'm on a whole heap of chips.
They open that box up.
We all agreed that $1 before the stream. That was enough.
You know what? No, we should just free roll that. Just high card. Yeah, you all each throw me 100. You'll get that.
We all agreed. $1
$2
free stream.
No better $2.
Nobody tip during.
No, we do race horse.
Tipping's unallowed.
$2?
Yeah, it's about 3/4. But then we give half of it.
Everybody
That's
except
nice.
one gets to be bad.
That really didn't get
Hey, we got the hit out.
Oh no.
that really didn't get squeezed.
Can you let me get there?
It's a friendly game. It's a friendly game.
Yeah.
Everybody love everybody.
Same way
Just got to shut it down here, guys.
Real friendly.
Wow. Real rich.
This is gross.
Don't worry.
Or not.
You're closing the exit.
Yeah. Let me just expose my hand real quick. Yeah, let's get expose my hand. Give some input.
It's fine. Just look at your right.
No.
On any other day.
Closing that for himself.
Exactly.
Why you guys don't be that big? Like, no, seriously.
And then Nick.
Roast me in the comments, guys. Roast me in the comments.
Roast me in the comments.
Guess what? No gamble, no future, but sometimes chicken live longer. That's the whole proverb.
Sometimes chickens live longer.
Sometimes chicken live longer. Someone can do that. Take it hard.
No gamble, no future.
But sometimes.
No losing money. No worries.
I have a lot of outs. How high are your outs?
Sure, that's fine.
2 times.
You got like
Pretty high.
6.
Are they the
spades,
highest?
and
Or second highest?
Highest.
How high are your
Oh,
outs?
he's upset now.
Fuck.
He was way ahead.
Jack, 6 spades.
Oh, that's not me. What a fold.
You got
What a fold.
9, 6.
Thank God. What a fold.
I got the other board. I got 3/4.
Oh, the same straight.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
Sorry,
same
sorry,
side.
3/4. My bad. Damn, no spades. Did you have the spades? I had queen 6 of spades. I mean, I had the gutter and the
with you
flush.
tanking, I was like, this is sweet because you're taking some of his spades.
I mean, what the hell?
Thank
Oh,
you.
you got dinner for 2.
Yes.
You like the style.
That hadn't been like killing you. Today. 6 is 1
All right, guys. Somebody's getting voted off the island. Eight.
so
You have 80.
embarrassed of today.
Thank you.
We get
brother.
a
7. You have 75. 65. Sorry. You have 65. Okay. You have 60. You have 60. 65. 55. I thought you had
Ooh,
60.
TM, you're gone, buddy.
You have 50.
Oh.
35.
Get him out of here.
the highest one. What plugged you first? What am I?
80.
80? You plugged you first. Oh, talking about me trying to play 5.
No one.
None on the top.
That was fun, guys.
No.
No.
You gotta win the next one.
Yeah.
Ending on a high note.
Yeah. Thank you, brother.
At least you got 3/4 on
Both
that
y'all
side.
were way stronger than I thought y'all were.
That would have been sick.
No.
If you just chopped it one time, that would have been nasty, Chris. If you told him one time,
I think so.
You want me to go tag in the next person?
just go bribe the next person here. Let me take a spot. That's a good idea.
8 is going to raise 31.
Yeah. Thank you. Good call.
Take it off before you.
And then you gotta go get your sub. You gotta type your sub.
Put your pocket. Put your pocket.
I think I'm legally not allowed to play. 31.
Any basketball what are these cool kids doing?
Yep.
40. Alabama done.
This is for our safety.
At least he has a story now that he got kicked out of a game for having 50% people.
They said 35.
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad. I can't listen. I don't listen right.
I was scared.
Oh, there's Sorry.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah, we're looking. It was just, yeah, it worked. We got it.
Adam. Adam.
Give me that 5 minutes.
Yeah, once it's done, you're good to go.
I don't have anybody else flavors on this.
Yeah, 4 ways.
What's that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go back for sure. Give her another shot.
Get kicked off twice though, that'd be bad.
I'll leave it up to you to deal with her.
That's very surprising. I had 50%. But I did call a couple and then I folded and that
I knew you wanted to stay, so I had a jacket up.
No, I thought I was in there for at least 65. I remember calling and then folding on a couple of, I think that's what counts towards. So you have to get the person raising up or calling it.
You just can't be in the blind, that's all.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you could just
That counts too, yeah.
Regardless of status, 20 for 25K or 40 for 50K. If you are interested in doing
No, I think they do money on the
I don't know, come here. That's good.
You have black chips or not?
No, this way.
I like your black chips.
Yeah.
What's the
Back.
Yeehaw. You're the next victim?
Oh, tell her before she you're gonna wait till she sits down. I don't know.
Was yours Tim? Tim.
Adam, you gotta fix it.
I didn't do it.
Tim.
I didn't do it. I just told him to bring the next person. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this one was. As soon as you left, you won like 4 in a row.
I think I'm staying.
Oh, now you want to go to the next time on? No, that you beat the hottest player on the table.
Alright,
No,
No, we get.
Alright, they're good. They're not
Even if it's 7 seals off.
that's
I don't even want it. There's nothing I can really improve on.
Driving the players up.
Yeah, what, king of spades and
Oh wait, I have
Like, just you wait. Just
she's good. She's
Oh,
back.
you're the
She's
five,
back.
right?
Want the mic on?
She's in practice. She's warming up.
Oh, you had to give him a button.
I had my microphone on.
Oh, this whole time you took it with you?
This whole time. That was his.
Oh my goodness!
Were they hearing you the whole time?
On the floor with the microphone.
She's been talking a lot of smack. It's like I can't hear you.
This should be a whole bucket. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
201. Don't move your cards, guys. Don't move your cards. Shit just got real serious.
Oh, here we go.
Are we banning Adam?
With that on fake, you might be switched off. No, you're good. Hold on, hold on. Are we clear, Kristen?
Why you got scared of?
I have no idea what that's going on.
I don't even know. Go to your cards.
No, hold on, Ruby. Just hold it.
Alright, we're good, guys. That's close.
No, what I think,
Yeah, now I'm gonna fold.
what I think happens, Nia, is that when he asked you how much you had, you said 200 and
that
you went
might
like
be a
this,
miss,
and then
yeah.
you put your,
200 might be the catcher in the bet. Or left hand.
because of the weirdness that was happening. Check.
Fine, we cleared it. It's all good.
But yeah,
No, we're good.
I don't know.
We're in for 5?
I don't know.
You're fine.
That's a first.
Fuck!
That's a first.
How did I not get in there?
Remember, it's just a 1-2
You're
game.
in there.
This is a 1-2 game.
Oh,
He's locked up.
I blocked off my loss.
He purposely wants to get kicked out of this game.
That would be nice right now. Getting kicked out right now would be a big win.
Player.
Right now would be a big win.
Let's go. Let's get him.
Five.
Whoever the winner is, let's go.
Come on.
Got him.
We're building the intensity. Hold on.
Hold up.
Hold.
It's like we're right there on the cusp of your something.
Lock on production. Lock on production.
Wait, five.
They're gonna come over here and be like, "This stream's over here."
Wait, I had my microphone on here.
Yeah, everybody had what they're talking.
On the screen, they were telling you what you were saying.
They actually they muted all of us and only had you on the
That was the
chat.
person that was arrested. Yes.
I haven't talked anything. I just went on saying to like 10 people that the only hand I had was in that. That's it.
Well, you better be careful. You're on the verge of getting banned from TCH.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna ban the only girl that plays poker, dude?
I think they're messing with you.
Yeah.
You're gonna get some free time.
Yeah.
Me too. Come on. Ace one. Oh, baby.
Hey, Tom.
Ooh, so far. All right, chopping it up. So who gets that?
I have no idea. Adam.
No one.
Position.
It goes just back in the hole, back in the hole.
Position.
Space, actually, space.
No, it's on the fine. It's on the fine. That's fair, right?
We didn't win 2 in a row. You know?
I don't know, there was well, Terry made it all the way over here, and you know we have mixed up the East State. She made it all the way over here. So we can't be one person and not the next one. You've gone too far. You already have your chest hair. Locked in. Locked in.
There's the deja vu.
I'm scared there was no way you holding up shit.
It was either a fold or a yeah.
I think I'm allowed to pull.
That's correct. All right, we're gonna do heads up. What about your Kristen? Seven checks. 8 bets. 50. Take it down. Right one. Alright, let's go on one. Ace of hearts. That was good? Thank you. Thank you.
Wait, here. Should I put it closer?
Give me back on
It gives me a good little stretch.
Give me back on Christopher's good side.
I don't know why I was
Really good here. You know, Manny's a good guy. He's made a mistake. We got a yellow card. I got a yellow card.
Well, yeah, no, actually, look, you're losing. Look, you're teetering towards the red card.
29 for 99. I think a 9 for 99.
So all your verbal chips to play the
9 for 99.
the X's out in front to be raced off. Tournament deal is going to lead the race off and support X. Please be sure to play all
Should I raise? Yeah, I will raise.
Once again, players, if you would like to do those optional add-ons, go ahead and leave the money out in front of your stack. And the floor will be live to facilitate.
10 for 100? Okay, I'll do Thursdays. Where we at today? Monday.
Wait, today's Monday? Oh, I only deal on last year on Wednesday.
I know. Everybody's playing.
All right, back to the action. 8 races, 69 calls. X is on one.
I'll just take whatever you want to give me.
Yeah. Big raise. All right, raise inbound, all in.
All in.
7 is all
You're
in.
supposed to do flat ball. How much is it all in?
Pretty much out there.
89.
Ready
There's
for
only,
it, excuse me, 84.
there's only 24 more dollars because it's flat ball.
This is more fun though.
$7. You didn't have a $7 hand when you raised to 30. You're in the hand. You're in the hand. I'm in the hand. You're not in the hand anymore.
Started it all.
Yeah.
No, he started it. I raised.
Yeah.
And then y'all call. His all in is fine. He's the one that started.
He's okay. We
So he gets $24 more.
He does nothing wrong.
That's nothing. Yeah, that's a Chipotle. It's a Chipotle deal.
What's your hand? I was a bit, whatever I have is your hand.
Ah.
No, I know, I'm crushed.
Yeah. Oh, what? I don't remember which one. If you had blacks, yeah.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, I'm ready.
I know something, yeah.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Well, my reading for
You're right, you're right. Before we were, yeah.
Good defense.
Twice or once?
Twice.
Twice, go.
2 times.
What God?
Is sixes?
Oh my God.
Okay.
7 is good on the bottom.
Yeah, he bet 700. He can't come with that.
No, of course not.
And that's the point.
How do you lose, Michael? You play so bad, dude. Why did you get screwed, bro?
Oh, you had to give him his money back before we talk, right? Oh, okay.
Remember, you had way more. Your 84 was in there way more.
Yeah,
He said hit me, so I thought he already ripped it. It was a small block.
Play so bad. Thank you.
I just always go twice. Give me that, Manny. Give me that.
Been stripped.
That's 700.
Rip it out of your hand.
700.
You told you to take care of it, remember?
Yes.
You did not take very good care of it.
Yeah. I would say I got a warning earlier. Good Jack.
We're like kind of even.
So I bet off my fee against that yellow one.
I won the first board.
Because only if they chop the first board, then they can get
All right, four is all in. Okay, I'm with that. 590.
You're right. I didn't defend it well. I didn't defend it well. Yeah,
that one defense.
Yeah.
No, Baccarat is.
Alright, number action.
Oh.
Manny, twice?
Yeah, twice, man. What you got?
I have a student queen high.
Yeah, 10.
Ooh.
Oh, I can.
Oh my.
Jack.
Wow. Oh, suited as a spade? Oh, that would have been nasty for him to get a blow.
Wonderful.
Wow, sir. Look at him selling it.
Okay, oh, yes, 7.
That's 7.
A few times I appreciate the. Well, I intentionally made it like right where your account was at. So you're either.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you I mean, y'all both came in on $55 raise.
This was the last elimination or whatever.
Nehigh stuck in there for the last week?
Yeah, you wanted revenge?
Did the guy contact you or not?
He did. He was like, go get them.
Nice. Oh, he said that? He said that?
He said go get them.
After he wins the hand?
Who's this guy?
Who's this guy?
Yeah, get him back here. Get him back here.
Alright, 7 call.
Who's running against us?
And he won the hand, too. And then he got booted off the island.
Oh, they're like Chris?
Yeah. We told him to go get the next guy.
No, he didn't go. It wasn't him.
It wasn't him. Yeah.
He didn't go sub you then? He said you're in?
What is that?
Like a football or basketball?
Yeah, tap it. Hey, good game.
Yeah.
Let's go. This is not a contact sport, sir. You know it?
Oh yeah, I forgot. We're playing like Monopoly money.
Oh yeah, you did all that. Yeah, we're just playing with Adam's money right now.
Was it 50?
Yes.
50 in a yellow disc. It's up for grabs.
I just care about the yellow disc.
Those two new guys are the only ones that hit the on fire.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm slacking all the way together. Last one
No, man, you gotta try harder, man.
I mean, I'm good.
No.
I'm good with not getting on fire.
Oh, Lord. Man, 4 or 5 would have just 100. Got me back to fucking even.
Yeah, I mean, he made it 700. He made it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's an outrageous bet.
It's good bet. Yeah,
It's
just
ridiculous.
Manny, I need your whole stack to be.
It is almost very nice and clean.
I need to win that for like the next 3 hours straight, over and over. For the week, dude. It's been a bad couple of weeks.
guys, he's gonna triple up.
Triple up right now.
Get back to square.
I'm really good at my job. I do make just checking on you. Do make mistakes. I'm a better player though. I should. Oh, I thought. Really? Well, hold on. Wow! I didn't say anything. I didn't hear anything. But sometimes with this thing I can't hear. Right. So Ashley's still here.
Represent straight, and got snapped off by Ghost. I believe.
I didn't hear a word.
Get the draft straight.
You're all in? Okay. Alright, all in. And now I got it.
Yeah, Terry got caught with his proverbial pants down a little bit, which is unusual for him. Yeah, and he also doesn't care. Yeah, his stack size is just.
Yeah, stack size for Goshu is incorrect.
Yeah, that's never. he didn't have enough chips in front of him to. Don't look at those numbers, folks. He does not have $8,168.
Especially that. I don't know why. Something about that one.
Yeah, TM bluff jammed the river, and Goshu I think had more in the neighborhood of 400 to 500 behind.
Yeah.
Goshu will win a nice spot, and I believe that's corrected now. So Goshu with 900 and change in profit, sitting on 17 and change.
Yeah, Terry's still up 2K plus, so he's not counting that a loss. But that was his first misstep tonight. Unfortunately, you have to ask yourself sometimes when you try to bluff somebody off the hand if they're bluffable.
tangents and you start off like.
A lot of limps for VPIP purposes, so we'll go multi-way to a flop here. 8-5. Still fair for Goku. Still stacking chips.
For like 3 hours straight.
All 4 2 to return to your seats. Tournament players, you have 2 minutes.
Used. He's gonna jump up the size of the pot with his bet. Big over bet. And Niha's gonna rip.
Yeah, let's go.
She got a little less than 200 behind.
Yeah, she's got a gut shot.
189.
Here, let's make it easy.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Easy for you.
Not a bad time to rip, actually, because, you know, there's just not a lot out there that can color. I mean, the Queen 10 can obviously, with the loosest player at the table, is going to call. But considering the number of people out there in the hand, no over pairs, no real big 2 Broadway cards, suited connectors with spades, really pretty light. But unfortunately, she's way behind.
We're gonna run it twice. Yeah, unable to improve on the first board, and same story for the second board.
Yep, that's a scooper. She's pulling her chips back. Why?
Hold on. We're
Oh, she got a straight on the bottom board with Queen Jack.
Okay.
It took me a second looking at it. She did get a straight on the bottom. Runner. I wasn't even looking at the
Oh,
straight.
yeah, because it wasn't the straight we thought she was.
Yeah, right. We were looking for the 7.
Good point. Overlooked that. So Niha gets a replay.
Yep.
Hey, is it frowned upon if we raise?
Get out of jail free card there.
Yeah, that was hard to see. You saw it. That was what's going on.
Oh, 2 button alert, you guys.
2 button alert? Oh.
Well, they gave the button to Osho. I didn't think they were doing that on a chop pot, but they did give him a button, so he's 1 away from winning the Fireman's game, and he will go hard at it.
I dig now. I'm raising the dark.
Yeah, you gave him the last hour. 75. But the game will go on. We're gonna play.
He's gonna face a raise with TM. TM's got 9-7 off.
I already know what Michael wants to answer. And I can see his look at his face.
There are a lot of junky cards out there of all the same variety. King 8 is actually the best hand of the bunch. The Waterboy's can call with it. Michael actually a little nitty Queen 8 if he knew what the other cards were.
And what is Manny gonna do with a real hand here?
Raise it.
A lot of dead money. It's just kind of flat.
No, he did. He did just flat. Maybe he's worried about Ace King, Ace Queen. There are not any 7s and not a lot of 6s and not a lot of 9s. With all the folds that we saw.
Everybody wants 400 in the middle.
And the King nails it. Matter of fact, 2 pair with backdoor clubs for Waterboy. He crushes this board. 9-7 is open-ended for Terry.
Gutter for Manny.
Gutters for, and he needs Terry's 9. I'm sorry, Gosu.
Waterboy did not bet the flop there. I would assume he was checking, hoping somebody would bet so he could rip it. He's got to protect his hand now.
Yeah, he's going to go 150 into a $380 pot. Yeah, I think that early position kind of cost him a little bit because nobody went after it, which is a little surprising that TM didn't bet it.
I respect how much Manny hates to fold. Gets out of there.
If you watch, he takes almost the exact same amount of time on a knockdown fold. So it's a good strategy. Makes it hard. Makes it hard for anybody to put you on any particular hand.
TM not ready to fold with his open ender. Getting a good price. Goshu also with an open ender. And everyone bricks. Waterboy is going to be good.
Yeah,
Can't love that 10 though.
No, counterfeits his 2 pair, which is uncomfortable. In early position, he's not going to bet it. Oh,
he's going to rip it.
Or he could jam it. I've been wrong about this table all night.
It's going to be 2 quick folds, and he'll take that down. Pretty nice result for Waterboy.
That is the worst river in the deck, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, like I said, did not love that 10 on the river, but nonetheless takes it down. Possibly could have gotten a little more value that hand if he'd gone ahead and bet the flop, but still over 600 in profits. Nice hand, Waterboy.
Yeah, king 8.
Suited ace 10 here for Goshu. He'll pop it up to 70. It's like you got a call from TM with a mystery 7 of spades and some other card. And the 7 will connect. He played 9-7 again. He's flopping nuts, but top pair for Goshu, and it checks around.
But once it checks through, I think I'm going to bet for value.
Check again from TM and Goshu. Done checking. He'll bet 50.
What beats me? King 10, Kings 10, 5?
TM will call with what is at least a cut shot.
He hits it
on the river.
Unfortunately, the hearts come in, although they're backdoors.
Or 2 hearts.
I want to do.
5 of diamonds on the turn.
It looks like he's reaching for 100.
Not a great run out for Goshu.
No, as soon as he doesn't snap, Terry's probably sure anyway, but he's sure he's good. And yeah, he gives it up. You know, there's just too much there for Goshu to worry about. Backdoor heart, straight. It's the straightiest board in the world. Even Jack 10 or Jack 9.
It would have been hard to construct a run out that's worse for his hand.
Yep.
Sure.
And it's impossible to figure out a hand that he beats other than a stone cold bluff. So not a hard pull. Well, the chat has gone quiet. My assumption is, Kyle, that everybody's playing on hijack poker. What do you think? Because they did just start a tournament.
Do you think they're using code TCH L live?
I think that's very possible.
TCHL 20. I'm sorry.
TCHL 20, and they just had a tournament start. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think it's the $2,000, $30 rebuy.
Great tournament.
Yep.
So Manny's 3-betting ace jack. I feel like Manny's had ace jack 47 times.
It was like Kevin with ace kings a couple of weeks ago.
Gonna get a bunch of calls. 50 in the middle. 6 ways.
And the king
TM
hits.
flops everybody. Top pair.
Gut shot for Niha.
Niha is going to bet her draw. Excuse me, call. TM had already bet. Missed that. Apologies. Niha looking for a queen. It's a call from JoJo also. He's got bottom pair.
Also,
and now 2 pair.
Yeah.
JoJo, who did not run good to start his session tonight, is on the uptick, and he's going to be bet into by TM. He's going to go 200, and Neha with just 105 left.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's going to have to give it up. Just not a good run out here.
Good defense.
And insta rip from JoJo.
Looks like it's 475, 470.
Action on TM, presumably. There we go.
Do you like that jam, or would you prefer to see a flat call?
I like the jam. I didn't like the timing. I would have
slowed it
taken
down
a little more time before sticking it in. It looks really strong.
Yeah, it looks impossibly strong.
I think TM's going to be able to get away from it.
Unfortunately, if you put somebody on a king, Terry's now thinking my kicker's no good. This is probably a king that called me off, just waiting for the pot to be big enough. Now that Neha's out of the hand, I can jam.
There's so much. Obviously, two pair, which is the case. Flopped sets that don't want to let any draws get there.
With the hand that he has, I'd love to have seen JoJo take a little time there.
Does get the call.
And even like look at the pot to try to figure out. Yeah, it worked out well for him, assuming he doesn't get coolered here. But yeah, I'd like to have seen him take a little more contemplative look at it.
No, I had Jack 10.
A nice pot for JoJo.
Oh, and yeah, Neha would have made her straight.
She would have drilled the straight. Yeah.
No, I had Jack 10. Jack of hearts, yeah.
Yeah, and she had a big heart too. Yeah, I hate those when you hit your gut shot.
So JoJo, major comeback trail. He's up 1K this go around. He was down over 1K, I believe, last VPIP game. So he's closing in on even.
Yeah, I play a lot with JoJo in tournaments and other things. I love his game, but because I'm almost criticizing myself when I do this, JoJo. So if you listen to this later on, don't blame me, brother. I'm pointing out something to myself. I would have liked, if I've come to the conclusion when I hit my 2 pair. Okay, well, I'm going to have to jam this. When I get bet into, okay, now I'm thinking also, okay, well, this is definitely a king. So how to keep him in the hand? Because my equity is just shot up. Sure, the backdoor hearts are there, gut shots could be hit, but snapping that jam in that fast just always looks so strong.
Yeah.
That you end up costing yourself value.
What did you say?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing, and possibly this is why TM called, is there were a lot of draws out there, so you could just be ripping it with a draw. But other than that, yeah, it looks
Yeah.
easy. And Neha's all in. She's got ace high and actually the best hand here.
It's going to be hard for Waterboy to get away from those Asian aces. JoJo gives up his low suited connectors. Modelo's we've sixes tonight. Ace jack for Manny and sixes for the rest of the world. Well, folks, this is, as we understand it, the last hand of the night, or possibly the second to last, but I'm pretty sure it's the last hand. So we thank you for joining us tonight. This has been a fun, for us anyway, hopefully for you. As we see our flop at the last hand, Neha all the way in. She does hit her ace. It puts her way out in front.
Stands to quintuple up.
Well said. I didn't know that Aggies could do 4 syllables.
This would be a great result for Neha. Really in hard dead.
Oh, the king hits Waterboy in the face.
Waterboy nails Broadway.
And he's going to bet everybody else out of the pot.
And just the worst feeling when you're Neha, when you see an opponent start betting out on you,
Yeah.
it's always at least 2 pair in this spot.
Hey, it goes to calls because he could hit the jack. Don't really know what else he's thinking. Unless he's trying to
diamonds
rep.
do get there.
Why? Holy fuck. Why?
Oh, so Waterboy checks and go shoes.
Oh, and if this happens, then Neha's going to win He gives it up, and
Wow.
Niha's going to win the pot, the main. And he's going to be so mad when he sees what Goshi's
Goshi basically protected Niha's game.
He did.
He bluffed into a dry side.
Oh my God.
Waterboy's got to be just
Sick to death. And let me tell you, Gosu is off of his Christmas card list. Well, thanks, everybody.
For sure. Yeah. Niha finally switched chips earlier. Didn't have the best go of it, so great way to end the stream.
Look at the look that Waterboy is giving Gosu.
And then she wins the tournament.
We may have one more hand.
Yeah, I think so.
Final hand of the night, folks. If you want to hop in the chat, now's your chance to do it.
That was the most hilarious hand of the night.
Definitely the most odd.
Oh no.
You're dead. You're dead.
She gone.
Yeah. Waterboy is steamy as I've seen anybody in a while.
Don't ask me to explain why Goshi chose to bluff that river, but
Well, if you know Captain,
the point of
he'll
that?
do that just for the humor of it.
Make him move in.
You got his money back.
oh, actually, he did win him $125.
Yes.
There was, the 250 side pot. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Manny,
Such a gross river. I mean, what the hell?
a nice strong with top gear, top kicker.
Yeah, they said, hey, we got an extreme life.
Tell him we're putting on a show.
No, once again, folks, we thank you for joining us. This has been a TCH Social Austin 1, 2, 5. No limit hold'em with VPIP game, the Fireman's game. A great night of poker as we close out kind of quietly in this last hand. And Terry, as a big winner, chips up, as was Bobby did pretty well, but mainly Manny Fresh did great tonight. Thank you. Thank you for joining me tonight, Emma.
A lot of fun. And, Manny, big winner, as well as TM. They exponentially improved their buy-ins of $500.
Yep.
So
4 or 5X.
incredible night for those players. And as you said off the tee, this has been TCH Live from TCH Social in Austin, Texas. Thanks again to everyone who chatted. Hit that like button and subscribe. We'll be with you on Wednesday for 5-5 Uncapped. We'll see you then.
420.